Back off, Wrex. Fist told us to take you down and you showed up.
What are you waiting for? I'm standing right here. This is Fist's only chance. If he's smart, he'll take it.
He's not coming out, Wrex. End of story.
This story is just beginning. Out of my way, humans. I have no quarrel with you.
What was that all about?
Who knows? Let's just try not to get caught in the middle.
The back rooms are private, reserved for Fist and his friends.
What did that other Krogan want? Wrex.
Personal matter.
Not real chatty, is he?
Goodbye.
Enjoy the club.
I couldn't find the proof I needed in my investigation, but I knew what was really going on. Saren is a traitor to the Council and a disgrace to my people.
Welcome aboard, Garrus.
You know, we aren't the only ones going after Fist. The Shadow Broker hired a Krogan bounty hunter named Wrex to take him out.
Yeah, we saw him in the bar.
A Krogan might come in handy.
Last I heard, he was at the C-Sec Academy.
What's he doing there?
Fist accused him of making threats. We brought Wrex in for a little talk. If you hurry, you can catch him at the Academy before he leaves.
Move out.
Witnesses saw you making threats in Fist's bar. Stay away from him.
I don't take orders from you.
This is your only warning, Wrex.
You should warn Fist. I will kill him.
You want me to arrest you?
I want you to try.
Go on. Get out of here.
Do I know you, human?
My name's Shepard. I'm going after Fist. Thought you might want to come along.
Shepard. Commander Shepard. I've heard a lot about you. We're both warriors, Shepard. Out of respect, I'll give you fair warning. I'm going to kill Fist.
Fist knows you're coming. We'll have a better chance if we all work together.
My people have a saying. Seek the enemy of your enemy, and you will find a friend.
I think we're gonna get along just fine, Wrex.
Let's go. I hate to keep Fist waiting.
No matter what you think of Saren, he's not stupid. He knows the Shadow Broker is a valuable ally. Turning on him doesn't make sense. Not unless something huge was at stake. I don't know the details, but the Shadow Broker hired a freelancer to deal with it. A Krogan mercenary.
I think I know him. His name's Wrex.
Yes, I believe he's the one. I heard he was paying a visit to Citadel security. If you hurry, you might catch him before he leaves the C-Sec Academy.
Thanks for the info.
My pleasure, Commander.
Go on. Get out of here.
Yes, human?
I'm trying to bring down Saren. Barlavon said to talk to you.
Barlavon is a wise man. We may share a common goal, human.
Spit it out, or are you trying to build suspense?
I like you, Shepard. I've been hired to kill the owner of Korra's Den, a man named Fist. He did something very foolish.
He betrayed the Shadow Broker.
A Quarian showed up here on the Citadel. She was on the run. She wanted to trade information for a safe place to hide, so she went to Fist. He promised to arrange a meeting between her and the Shadow Broker. Instead, he contacted Saren.
Fist's not too smart.
He's just greedy. Saren paid him a small fortune for the Quarian. He had to. She has evidence connecting him to the Geth.
If we get our hands on that evidence, we can prove that Saren's a traitor. And the Council will have to listen to us.
Where's the Quarian now?
Last I heard, Fist still had her. Probably somewhere inside his club. You help me kill Fist, she's all yours.
I want to know more about your employer.
Can't tell you much. All I got was a coded message with the details of the job. Standard procedure.
What about Garrus, that Turian? He wants to take Saren down too.
He might come in handy.
He was here just before you showed up. Said he was going to follow up a lead on his investigation. Wanted to speak to the doctor at the med clinic.
Move out.
They work for Feast. They wanted to shut me up. Keep me from telling Garrus about the Quarian.
The one I told you about, Shepard.
She must be able to link Saren to the Geth. There is no way the Council can ignore this.
Time we paid Fist a visit.
This is your show, Shepard. But I want to bring Saren down as much as you do. I'm coming with you.
Welcome aboard, Garrus.
Fist is going to be waiting for us. When we hit him, we better hit him hard.
I just killed 50 bodyguards to get in here. What do you think I'll do to you?
Screw Fist. He doesn't pay us enough for this.
It would have been quicker to just kill them.
Shooting people isn't always the answer.
Wait! Don't kill me, I surrender!
Tell me where the Quarian is and I won't have to shoot you in the kneecaps.
She's not here, I don't know where she is, that's the truth.
He's no use to you now. Let me kill him.
Wait, I don't know where the Quarian is, but I know where you can find her. The Quarian isn't here, said she'd only deal with the Shadow Broker himself.
Face to face? Impossible. Even I was hired through an agent.
Nobody meets the Shadow Broker, ever. Even I don't know his true identity. But she didn't know that. I told her I'd set a meeting up. But when she shows up, it'll be Saren's men waiting for her.
Tell me where that meeting is before I blow your lying head off.
Here on the wards, the back alley by the markets. She's supposed to meet them right now. You can make it if you hurry.
Oh my God!
The Shadow Broker paid me to kill him. I don't leave jobs half done.
I am in charge here. You ever pull another stunt like that?
It was the only contract I had left. And don't we have something more pressing to worry about?
That Quarian is dead if we don't go now.
You, human. You the one they call Shepard?
That's me, Commander Shepard.
The name's Wrex. The Shadow Broker paid me a lot of money to get rid of Fist. Only you got there first.
Sounds like I did your job for you.
When I get paid to do a job, I finish it. Alone.
I don't like where this is going.
But I didn't finish this job, Shepard. You did. So the payment is yours.
You're gonna pay me for getting rid of Fist?
I won't take credit for someone else's work. I transferred the payment into your account. I like the way you handled Fist. Now I hear you're going after Saren. I was thinking I should come along.
You're a bounty hunter. What do you get out of going after Saren?
I'm not in this for the money. I want to be where the action is. There's a storm coming, and you and Saren are right in the middle of it.
Why me? Saren's already got a lot of Krogan working for him.
Those aren't Krogan. They're servants. They grovel at Saren's feet to lick his boots, trading their freedom for promises of wealth and power. My people were a proud species once. Some of us still remember that. I won't bow down to Saren like the others.
We'll take you with us, Wrex.
Smart move, Shepard. My people were a proud species once. Some of us still remember that. I won't bow down to Saren like the others.
A Krogan's more trouble than I need.
I don't cause problems, I solve them. You go after Saren, you'll be glad I'm around.
I don't want you on this mission.
Your loss. If you change your mind, come look me up. I'll be over in Cora's den. Figured I'd see you again. You want me to come with you?
We'll take you with us, Wrex.
Smart move, Shepard. Nice ship you've got, Shepard. What can I do for you?
What's your story, Wrex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
You Krogans live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
Yeah, they tried the same with us, but we fought them off.
It's not the same.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
Sorry, Wrex. I wasn't trying to get you upset.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected, every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
So long, Wrex.
Shepard.
I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Saren's looking for the conduit. You're a Prothean expert. He probably wants you to help him find it.
The conduit? But I don't know...
What the hell was that?
These ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event. We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
Joker! Get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister!
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
He needs to move faster.
If I die in here, I'll kill him.
This isn't helping us find Saren, or the conduit.
Of course, you're right. I am sorry, my scientific curiosity got the better of me. Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit, or Saren.
I don't know why Saren wanted you out of the picture, but I think we'll be a lot better off if we bring you along.
Thank you, Commander. Saren might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship. And my knowledge of the Protheans might be useful later on.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
Good to have you on the team, Liara.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
So, we've got Saren on the run.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would've if I thought it was important.
I think I'd like to hear about it just the same.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits.
That's when I saw him.
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. Couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
What kind of cargo was the freighter carrying? What was Saren after?
I don't know. All I saw on that ship was food and medical supplies. There were some basic weapons, but nothing big. If there was anything of value on that ship, I didn't see it. That's why I didn't mention it sooner.
Whose ship was it?
There was a Volus trading vessel. Big one. Lots of guards. But they were no match for us.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
So long, Wrex.
Shepard.
Freeze! Hanshan security. This office is sealed.
What do you do if I don't?
You're the Spectre, right? Laura Keene is under investigation.
Analeus is paying you to shake this place down. That makes you a criminal. I can kill criminals.
You're bluffing.
You're right. They're actually going to let me eat you.
He ain't paying me enough to take on Spectres or Alliance troops or whatever. How about this? You pretend you didn't see us, we'll pretend we didn't see you.
I don't think you're supposed to be in here, Shepard.
Do you plan on making me leave?
Leave? You think I'm gonna let you walk out? Analeus would throw you off-world for what you did here. I won't. You know what we did to cop killers on my world?
You're breaking the law for bribe money. You know what we do to dirty cops on my world?
If you want to fight, I'll give you one.
Always a pleasure, Spectre. Any news on that matter I asked you to look into?
I finished the job, but an internal affairs investigator contacted me. She wants you to testify against Analeus.
Now that you have my property, you want to dictate how I use it. I have no interest in a public spectacle.
Everyone on this station is chafing under Analeus' extortion. We might end up a hero.
My employers rely on the goodwill of the executive board to work here.
If these executives don't blame Analeus for provoking this, they're fools. You should eat them.
All right. It is obvious that I cannot dissuade you.
Your mission ends here, Shepard.
We'll see about that, bitch.
She's surrounded by Geth and pointing a gun at us. Shoot her!
You're not as stupid as you look. Weapons free!
I need information on the Neutron Purge.
The Neutron Purge is a fail-safe system installed within the isolation tube area. In the event of irretrievable containment loss, it is used to resolve the situation.
What exactly does this thing do?
The Purge is a neutron burst weapon. 2 volumes of fissionable materials are brought together to form a critical mass. Most of the energy is released in the form of high-speed neutrons. This radiation is instantly lethal to any known form of life within 500 meters.
Nah, just a pleasant afternoon in the sun for a Krogan.
The Purge is lethal to all known forms of...
Shut up. Last thing I need is some virtual wench questioning my fitness.
This one serves as our voice. We cannot sing. Not in these low spaces. Your musics are colorless.
Musics? What?
Your way of communicating is strange. Flat. It does not color the air. When we speak, one moves all.
This is going to be a fun conversation.
We are the mother. We sing for those left behind. The children you thought silenced. We are Rachni.
The Krogan wiped out the Rachni 1,000 years ago.
The sky is quiet now. Our mother's songs are lost. And those who slew us now walk to meet the same fate.
We're not gonna die, bitch!
The children we birthed were stolen from us before they could learn to sing. They are lost to silence. And their suffering, they cannot be saved. They will only cause harm as they are.
I don't understand. Why are your children killing people?
These needlemen, they stole our eggs from us. They sought to turn our children into beasts of war, claws with no songs of their own. Our elders are comfortable with silence. Children know only fear if no one sings to them. Fear has shattered their minds.
I understand. A child left alone in a closet until she is 16 would not be sane.
All right. I don't think they'll give me a choice anyway.
Before you deal with our children, we stand before you. What will you sing? Will you release us? Are we to fade away once more?
There are acid tanks rigged up on that thing. Set them off. Millions of my ancestors died to put these things down. Don't let them come back.
They made a mistake. They let the Krogan go too far. This is a chance for us to atone. She has done nothing to us.
Your companions hear the truth. You have the power to free us, or return our people to the silence of memory.
Make your peace with the galaxy. The Rachni are a dead race.
No. Stop feeling and think. Even if you disagree with Asari morals, you must see she could be an ally.
What's the matter? Are the Asari looking for a new species to cuddle up with?
Is our kind so frightening? You would seek our silence if you cannot muffle our songs? If you cannot have us as your obedient claws?
This time, stay dead.
We will not embrace the great silence. Your companions hear the truth. You have the power to free us, or return our people to the silence of memory.
I won't destroy your entire race. You'll go free.
Are you stupid? Your people didn't fight these bastards, so maybe you don't get it.
Maybe you've been blinded by old war stories.
Do what you want. My people will clean up this mess later, just like we did for the Solarians.
You will give us the chance to compose anew? We will remember. We will sing of your forgiveness to our children.
Great. Bugs are writing songs about you. Mark my words, you'll regret this.
What's our next move, Commander? Head for the Mu Relay?
The Mu Relay could link to dozens of systems. Unless we know exactly where Saren's going, we'd just be wasting our time.
The Commander's right. We can't rush off blind. We need more to go on.
There's another Asari, the Matriarch's daughter, Liara Tassoni.
Yeah, right. Her mother was working for Saren. I bet she is too.
But Nezia helped us in the end. Maybe Liara will too. At the very least, we should head for the Artemis Tau cluster to find her.
Who put you in charge? Did the Commander resign when I wasn't looking?
We're all on the same team here, Williams. She's just trying to help.
Sorry, Commander.
Crew, dismissed.
What do you want, Shepard?
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
What happened?
I was betrayed. I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war, but the other tribes were against us. They followed Jared, one of the few warlords who survived the war with the Turians. But he was old, and so were his ideas. He wanted to continue the war. He wanted us to fight. Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
What did you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up, to stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough. I told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding, at least for one generation. And for a while, we were getting through. Some of the tribes started coming around.
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes, a meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk. We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from and where we all go. It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
Sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well, there are some laws that even we hold sacred.
Jared was your father?
He was, until that day. We talked, but we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal. His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly. I escaped with my life, but not before I sank my dagger deep into my father's chest. That is why I left, and that's why I'll never go back.
You must have family other than your father. Don't you miss them?
You trying to make me cry, Shepard? I've got some unfinished business with my family, but that's all.
What kind of business?
Before I left, I made an oath to my father's father. I swore to recover my family's battle armor. It was taken from him after the uprising.
What's so important about this armor?
It's a relic. Useless, really. But it was worn by 5 generations of my family before the war. It's rightfully mine. Originally, it was taken by the Turian military. We weren't allowed armor or weapons after the war. Now, it's in the hands of Ton Actus, a Turian scum who collects relics from the war.
He's made millions selling Krogan artifacts that were stolen from my people. He's got several bases where he stores his goods, all fortified and guarded. I just don't know which base has my family's armor.
Just tell me where to start looking.
I'll upload the data to your nav system. But Commander, I want to be there when you find him.
So long, Wrex.
Shepard. This is the place. My armor's here somewhere. This is it. I can't believe my ancestors ever wore this piece of crap, but at least I've got it back.
I'm glad we could help you get it back.
I might just be starting to like you, Shepard. Shepard?
Wrex, I think I found your armor.
Let me see. Damn. This is it. Hard to believe my ancestors wore this piece of crap. But at least it's back where it belongs. Thanks, Shepard. I might be starting to like you after all.
You getting soft on me, Wrex?
Just because I like you doesn't mean I wouldn't kill you. Shepard?
So you'd rather be a merc than help your people?
I'm a fighter. It's what I do.
Aren't you at all worried about what will happen to the Krogan?
What the hell do you want me to do about it, Shepard? I'm tired of sticking my ass on the line and getting nothing for it.
So you decided to go your own way?
I decided killing for credits was better than killing for a lost cause. I'm no hero, Shepard. Bottom line, killing for credits simplifies things.
You ever think about helping your people?
I try not to. But there's a lot of Krogan mercs out there. I'm always running into them. Half the time I'm being paid to kill them. But that's just part of the job. You don't get to pick who your enemies are.
How long have you been a merc?
Long enough. I took my first contract right after I left my home system. It's good work if it doesn't kill you.
I get the feeling you enjoy your work.
Sure. You get to see the galaxy on someone else's credits, and most days end with a good fight. I've tried more organized fighting, private armies and such, but it gets too messy. I fight best on my own, or in very small groups. I don't like people relying on me, and I bloody well don't like relying on them.
So long, Wrex.
Shepard. Never a dull moment with you, Shepard.
You ever go on any missions like ours before?
Saving the galaxy from certain destruction? No. But I've had my share of adventures.
Do you remember any that stick out?
A few. I remember one time I was hired by a Volus diplomat. What an ass.
I guess even politicians have need of mercs from time to time, huh?
Time to time. If it wasn't for politicians, I'd be out of work. They're always looking for ways to get ahead. This one was no different. He wanted me to erase his past. Get rid of an old friend who knew too much. Huh. His old friend turned out to be an Asari commando.
I can see where that might give you pause.
What? No. Alina and I were old friends. Sort of. We met when we were both contracted to kill the same Turian. Neither of us wanted the other one to get him first. We spent more time fighting each other than tracking that Turian.
An Asari commando mercenary. That's unusual, isn't it?
I wouldn't say it's unusual. Mercs come in all shapes. Anyway, when I told Alina about the diplomat's contract, she and I had a good laugh about it.
So what'd you do?
Well, I wasn't going to lose the contract, but I respected Alina. In the end, I let her pick the location where we'd fight. She chose some old Solarian space station overrun with mercs and smugglers. That way we didn't have to worry about hurting any innocent bystanders. She always was a bit of a softie.
What happened on the station?
What didn't happen? For 2 days I chased her through that station, used my entire store of ammunition, had to kill a bunch of mercs and use their crap weapons. By the 3rd day, the station was barely holding together. The mercs were dead or gone, life support was failing, but I had her. She'd locked herself in the med labs. She was trying to patch herself up. Damn tough, that one. Then just when I thought I had her, the station's core went critical. Barely made it back to my ship in time.
I assume the Asari Commando didn't make it.
I watched the station from a distance. I never saw her leave. And when that place blew, there was nothing left larger than a Turian's right nut. So I headed back to the diplomat to give him the good news and collect my pay. But before I got halfway there, Alina sent me a message. Better luck next time. Now, I'm not superstitious, but if someone can survive that, well, they deserve to live. At least for a bit longer.
What about the diplomat? He wanted her dead.
I told him the truth. Alina was still alive and she was really pissed. I told him if he wanted to live, he'd need me around to protect him.
You're smarter than you look, Wrex.
He kept me on as his personal guard until he died. Natural causes. Easiest job I've ever had. A little boring, but credits are credits.
You must have family other than your father. Don't you miss them?
No. Now that I have my family's armor again, there's nothing left for me.
So long, Wrex.
Shepard.
We stay put until the Council sends the reinforcements we requested.
We are the reinforcements.
What? You're all they sent? I told the Council to send a fleet.
We couldn't understand your transmission. They sent me to investigate.
That is a repetition of our task. I lost half my men investigating this place.
So what have you found?
Saren's base of operations. He set up a research facility here, but it's crawling with Geth and very well fortified.
Is he here? Have you seen him?
No, but his Geth are everywhere and we've intercepted some comms referring to Saren. This is his facility, there's no doubt about that.
What's Saren researching?
He's using the facility to breed an army of Krogan.
How is that possible?
Apparently, Saren has discovered a cure for the genophage.
What's so important about curing this genophage?
It was the solution to the Krogan problem.
We introduced the genophage to the Krogan population after the uprising, to quell their numbers. Without it, the Krogan will quickly overrun the galaxy. And these Krogan follow Saren.
The Geth are bad enough, but a Krogan army. He'd be almost unstoppable.
Exactly my thoughts. We must ensure that this facility and its secrets are destroyed.
Destroyed? I don't think so. Our people are dying. This cure can save them.
If that cure leaves this planet, the Krogan will become unstoppable. We can't make the same mistake again.
We are not a mistake.
Is he going to be a problem? We already have enough angry Krogan to deal with.
He'll be fine. I'll talk to him.
I'd appreciate that, Commander. My men and I need to rethink our plan of attack. Can you give us some time?
Go ahead, Captain. I'll come back soon.
We won't be long, Commander. In the meantime, if you need any supplies, you can talk to Commander Rentola. He's in one of the tents nearby.
Looks like things are a bit of a mess.
Yeah. I wouldn't be so worried if it wasn't for Wrex. He looks like he's gonna blow a gasket.
You think I should go talk to him?
It wouldn't hurt. Well, it might, actually. Just do it carefully.
I'll be careful. But be ready, just in case.
I'm always ready.
This isn't right, Shepard. If there's a cure for the genophage, we can't destroy it.
I understand you're upset, but we both know Saren's the enemy here. He's the one you should be angry with.
Really? Saren created a cure for my people. You want to destroy it. Help me out here, Shepard. The lines between friend and foe are getting a little blurry from where I stand.
This isn't a cure, it's a weapon, and if Saren is allowed to use it, you won't be around to reap the benefits. None of us will.
That's a chance we should be willing to take. This is the fate of my entire people we're talking about. I've been loyal to you so far. Hell, you did more for me than my family ever did. But if I'm going to keep following you, I need to know we're doing it for the right reasons.
Wrex, these Krogan are not your people. They're slaves of Saren, tools. Is that what you want for them?
No, we were tools for the Council once. To thank us for wiping out the Rachni, they neutered us all. I doubt Saren will be as generous. All right, Shepard. You've made your point. I don't like this, but I trust you enough to follow your lead. Just one thing. When we find Saren, I want his head.
I shouldn't have to explain that to you, Wrex.
Indulge me. If you can't give me a better reason than this to destroy the hopes of my people, then I'm done with you.
I can't let you jeopardize the mission.
So that's it. All this time, and that's all I get from you. How can you not see what this means to the Krogan? This base can't be destroyed. I won't allow it. You bitch.
Not today, friend.
What took you so long?
I decided to aim. You know, since you were standing behind him and all.
Wait, what? Did you just kill him, Chief?
Commander's orders.
Yeah, but I just can't believe it.
How can you not see what this means to the Krogan? This base can't be destroyed. I won't allow it.
Wrex, please. We can discuss this.
No more talk, Shepard. I've got to do this my way.
I don't think so, friend.
Why the hell did you do that? I was still talking to him.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I couldn't take the risk that he might injure you. Or worse.
That's not your call. Never do that again. Understood?
Understood. Wait, what? Did you just kill him, Chief?
Better him than the commander.
I don't care what your personal feelings are. This base gets destroyed.
Don't push me, Shepard. I followed you because I wanted to fight for something more than credits. If you can't give me a better reason than this to destroy the hopes of my people, then I'm done with you.
All you need to know is that I'm giving you an order to fall in line.
So that's it. All this time, and that's all I get from you. How can you not see what this means to the Krogan? This base can't be destroyed. I won't allow it.
Commander, are you all right?
I'm feeling a hell of a lot better than he is.
Yeah, I guess so. What happened?
He just proved to us why this place needs to be completely destroyed.
Damn, I knew he was angry. I just didn't think he'd lose his life over it.
Better him than the commander.
Yeah, I suppose.
If you can't give me a better reason than this to destroy the hopes of my people, then I'm done with you.
All you need to know is that I'm giving you an order to fall in line.
So that's it. All this time, and that's all I get from you. Well, it's your decision, Commander. Go on then. Don't let me get in your way. If we're doing this, then let's go.
I can't believe Caden didn't make it. How could we just leave him down there?
There was no time. I couldn't save you both. The bomb was about to go off.
It should have been me, Commander. You know that.
It wasn't your call, Williams. I had to choose. I chose you.
I'm sorry, Commander. You saved my life. I'm grateful for that. But it should have been me. Alenko was a superior officer. I would have gladly stayed behind.
Get it together, soldier! Caden's blood is on Saren's hands, and when we find that son of a bitch, I'll make him pay.
Yes, sir. We'll get it done.
But how are we going to find him? Or the conduit?
What about that beacon, the one in the base? Did it give you another vision? Did it show you where the conduit is?
Something's different, but I still can't figure it out, and we're down to our last lead. Time to head for the Artemis Tau cluster. Crew, dismissed.
Commander, things got heated back on Virmire. You did what you had to do. I respect your choice.
I appreciate what you did, Wrex. I won't forget it.
Just make sure it was worth it. Saren has to pay for what he's done.
No matter what it takes, I'm gonna hunt him down and kill him.
I like the sound of that.
Did the vision make any sense to you?
It's a distress call. A message sent out across the Prothean Empire. A warning against the Reapers, but the warning came too late.
What about the conduit?
There were other images, locations, places I recognized from my research. Ilos! The conduit is on Ilos!
Ilos? Never heard of it.
I'm not surprised. Ilos is in a region of space accessible only through the Mu Relay. But the Mu Relay was lost thousands of years ago. Nobody knows where it is.
I have the coordinates for the Mu Relay.
You do? But how? Never mind. If you take us to the Mu Relay, I can give the vectors to take us to Ilos.
The relay's in the Terminus systems. They're not fond of Alliance ships over there, or Spectres.
The conduit's on Ilos. That's where Saren's heading. I plan to be waiting when he gets there.
Saren will have his whole fleet in orbit around Ilos. You will never make it down to the surface without reinforcements. You need to alert the Council. They will assemble a fleet to accompany you. Together you can... Oh, I am feeling a little faint all of a sudden.
You need food and sleep. You Asari aren't as hardy as my people. You need to see the ship's doctor.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Protheans' true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
Go see the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Stealing an Alliance ship? Risky stuff. But I'm right behind you, Shepard. It's the least I can do.
Everyone else thinks I'm crazy.
Sometimes crazy is the best way to go. I just hope they don't catch us before we get our hands on Saren.
They won't.
With you, anything's possible.
So long, Wrex.
Shepard.
Halt. You must wait till the clan leader summons you. He is... in talks.
You know what tradition demands. Clan Urdnot must respond. Your reforms will not go unopposed. You risk appearing weak at a critical time.
Shepard.
Good enough? Excuse me.
Out of my... Shepard! My friend. You look well for dead, Shepard. Should have known the void couldn't hold you.
Wrex, looks like you've done well for yourself.
Not for me, Shepard. For all Krogan. Clan Urdnot is just the start. When I'm done, we will be one people again.
This isn't a reunion, Wrex. I got work to do here.
Indeed. History is second to important work. I said the same thing when I positioned Urdnot to unite the clans. You look well for dead, Shepard. Should have known the Void couldn't hold you.
Looks like helping me destroy Saren and the Geth has worked out for you. Glad we didn't have to kill each other on Virmire.
You made the rise of Urdnot possible. Virmire was a turning point for the Krogan, though not everyone was happy about it. Destroying Saren's genophage cure freed us from his manipulation. I used that to spur the clans to unify under Urdnot.
You abandoned many traditions to get your way. Dangerous.
Speak when spoken to, Uvenk. I'll drag your clan to glory whether it likes it or not. Now, Shepard, what brings you here? How's the Normandy?
Destroyed in a Collector surprise attack. I ended up spaced.
Well, you look good. The benefits of a redundant nervous system.
Yeah, humans don't have that.
Oh, it must have been painful then. But you're standing here, and you've got a strong new ship. Takes me back to the old days. Us against the unknown, killing it with big guns. Good times.
Sounds like you've got big changes ahead for the Krogan.
We are making a neutral ground where all clans are welcome. Fertile females can be shared among clans. We will strengthen the race as a whole.
You threaten everything that makes us strong. It will not last.
Maybe. Until then, you're lucky to be a part of it.
How do you maintain security with so many different clans in one place?
Any clan willing to send in hostages can come in. No fighting inside the camp. Each clan punishes its own criminals. We stop conflicts before anyone dies. Then we present a simple choice. Pay a fine and deal with your problems, or your clan is no longer welcome.
That doesn't sound very harsh by Krogan standards.
Allies from other clans like what I'm doing. They help deal with skeptics. Many are eager for an outlet. Every time I've declared a clan unwelcome, my allies have destroyed them. Word gets around.
What's so important about maintaining individual clans?
Every clan has different customs, rites of passage, rules of behavior, battle songs, all unique. That diversity makes us great. No clan, not even mine, was meant to survive on its own.
Urdnot is the leading clan. Doesn't that make your culture primary?
For now. But every clan has its unique assets. The best tacticians are Urdnot. Chorgal has the longest breeding line. Gatatog holds the oldest settlement. Others have their own strengths. We keep going how we are. The clans will end up as craters under nuclear haze. Even Urdnot. We need to rethink. Restart.
What do the women of Clan Urdnot think about this plan?
It was our female clan leader's idea. The neutral area is safe, and it encourages more female clans to ally with us. Attacks on Urdnot now endanger the females of all clans. Even clans that want to see me dead will defend Clan Urdnot.
Your women have their own clan structure?
Nothing is more valuable than a fertile female. We know it. They know it. They isolate themselves for their own protection. We work together to set up breeding alliances. I can hardly do anything without clan leader Yuta's approval.
This sounds ambitious. How's it gone so far?
Better than I'd feared. Worse than I'd hoped.
It can't continue. You are going against what makes us strong.
Sounds like you're not making friends.
Traditionalists like Uvenk are chained Varen, always fighting, guiding their pathetic stick in the ground. When the smoke clears, I can plant the flag on their corpses and rally the rest around a new Krogan hub.
Sounds like you're counting on a lot of bloodshed even after you unite.
It will be slow, but I won't change what we are. Krogan are judged by the strength of our enemies. Our worst insult is to say someone's not worth killing.
I hope that works well for your people. But back to the reason I'm here.
We don't often allow aliens to do business on Tuchanka, but you're an exception.
I'm looking for a Solarian. He was captured by the Blood Pack and brought here.
My scout commander can direct you. He's probably near the perimeter running target practice. Don't take too much of his time. I need a constant watch on the other clans.
I have a Krogan on my crew. He has some kind of sickness and needs treatment.
Where are you from, whelp? Was your clan destroyed before you could learn what is expected of you?
I have no clan. I was tank bred by Warlord Okir. My line distilled from Kredok, Moro, Shiagar.
You recite warlords, but you are the offspring of a syringe.
I am pure Krogan. You should be in awe.
Okir's a very old name. A very hated name.
He is dead.
Of course. You're with Shepard. How could he be alive?
Does that name mean anything to you, Wrex?
A vicious warlord responsible for many deaths, who apparently toyed with genetics. A clone undertaking the right.
You are considering it? Tank-bred allowed status as an adult? This is too far.
There's nothing wrong with him. He's becoming a full adult.
A maturation ritual.
I don't care what aliens call it. Krogan undergo the rite of passage.
Too far, Wrex. Your clan may rule, but this thing is not Krogan.
Idiot. So, Grunt, do you wish to stand with Urdnot?
You'll let a tank-bred Krogan join Clan Urdnot?
Only because he's with you. After all, you and I killed thousands like him. Not quite as big, but many. Clan Urdnot is strong, and the others will do as I say. They see the benefit of my vision.
What does the rite of passage require?
Not for me to say, Shepard. The shaman will discuss that.
What happens if he doesn't do this rite of passage?
If he was left here, he would be killed. The clanless are not respected. A tank-bred, probably more so. His disposition is what it is, right or no. That's just him being a Krogan. Okir didn't tell you that in the tank. Did he, boy?
This is his choice.
It is in my blood. It is what I am for.
Good boy. Speak with the shaman. He's over on the second level. Give him a good show and he'll set you on the path. You too, Shepard. How many times have you stepped in a mess for your crew, hmm?
I need to go. We'll go over this another time.
Watch yourself, Shepard. Tuchanka isn't safe and homey like Theros and Ilos. You are Shepard. We would have shot any other alien out of the sky. But you, we give the respect due our most powerful enemies. You destroyed Virmire. You saved us from becoming Saren's minions. But you also destroyed a cure to the genophage. But more than that, you killed Urdnot Wrex. I am clan leader Urdnot Wrex. Wrex was my brood brother.
I don't exactly remember how I became an enemy of all Krogan, but I'll take your word for it.
Common disregard from you aliens. Solarians used us to save the galaxy from the Rachni. Turians neutered us with the genophage. When Saren cured the genophage, hoping to manipulate us, you wiped Virmire clean in nuclear fire, destroying the cure along with it. And Wrex, one of our strongest, butchered when he dared stand for all of us. A rare glory. Most off-world Krogan can only hope to die for money in hand.
The past is the past. What do you intend to do about it now?
Nothing. You met Wrex in fair combat and defeated him. That's the official story. And it serves me well enough. With his death, Wrex's friends became my friends, and Clan Urdnot fell to me for the better. And Wrex, one of our strongest, butchered when he dared stand for all of us. A rare glory. Most off-world Krogan can only hope to die for money in hand.
You're putting on a pretty good show, but can you and the rest of these stragglers back it up?
I assure you, if your death was the goal, you'd have landed as an Ember. Truth is, you did me a favor. You allowed me to conquer the reformists who popped up in Rex's wake. The Council obscured most of the details, so you're really just a symbol for me.
Tradition will restore us despite your actions, human.
I had no choice. Wrex was threatening my mission.
I'm not blaming you. Your actions on Virmire allowed me to wrest leadership away from a bunch of radical reformists. Wrex died as a Krogan should. His friends became my friends, and Urdnot found its proper path.
He had troubling ideas. We are better off with a leader who respects tradition.
You can't speak for me, Uvenk. So, Shepard, what do you want here?
You were Rex's brood brother. You two didn't agree on leadership?
We were born of the same female, but a decade apart. Wrex wanted to unite the clans. He wanted to deny tradition to stabilize our species.
He was a fool. Krogan only grow stronger if the weak die in battle. He would have made us smooth like the Asari.
Thanks for the information. We're going.
Goodbye, Shepard. Watch your back. Congratulations, Shepard. Entering the rite of passage, surviving, and taking the time to plant Uvenk face down. Clan Urdnot honors you, especially for that last part. Facing a Thresher Maw on foot and killing it. It has been a long time. Since Wrex, I believe. Always was a show-off. Grunt, you are now a part of Clan Urdnot. Welcome. You may eventually even be allowed to breed. Not sure a female will touch a tank bred, but tradition says you are strong.
Thanks for the information. We're going.
Goodbye, Shepard. Watch your back. So Grunt's all grown up. Nice work surviving the Maw. You and I might have taken it down back in the day. You just can't help making trouble. No one has killed a Maw since my turn in the right. Next you'll tell me he's a Quint and crap's dark matter. Guess that's what it takes to replace me. You are Urdnot Grunt. Welcome.
Good to see you, Wrex. Sure you can't come with us?
Wish I could, but I need to keep these short-sighted fools in line. Hunt well, Shepard.
Commander, the Salarian Dalatras and Krogan clan chief are ready to come aboard.
Have them brought to the conference room. And hope this doesn't start another war.
The Krogan is in no position to make demands.
The Krogan has a name. Urdnot Wrex. And I'm not just some junkyard Varen you unleash whenever you're in trouble. I've got my own problems. Reaper scouts have arrived on Tuchanka. So why should I care if a few Turians go extinct?
Trying to draw out negotiations will get you nowhere, Wrex. I have no time for it. Just tell us what you want.
I'll tell you what I need. A cure for the genophage.
Absolutely not. The genophage is non-negotiable.
Why are you so opposed to the idea, Dalatras?
Because my people uplifted the Krogan. We know them best.
You mean you used us to fight a war you couldn't win? It wasn't the Solarians, or the Asari, or even the Turians that stopped the Rachni. It was Krogan blood that turned the tide.
And after that, you ceased to be useful. The genophage was the only way to keep your urges in check.
Dalatrash, you may not like him, but Wrex is right. Insulting him won't change that.
I won't apologize for speaking the truth. We uplifted the Krogan to do one thing: wage war. It's all they know because it's all we wanted them to know.
Your people should have thought the matter through then. Was it really a surprise the Krogan revolted?
That's precisely my point, Commander. We made a rash decision. We turned to the Krogan in desperation. It's the same mistake you're about to make today. No good can come from curing the genophage.
The Krogan have paid for their mistakes. The genophage has gone on long enough.
1,476 years, if you're keeping track.
It was 1,000 years of peace, free from these brutes.
Enough! Whether or not they deserve a cure is academic. It would take years to formulate one.
My information says otherwise. A Solarian scientist, Malin, grew a conscience. He was on my planet, testing a cure on our females.
I remember. His methods were barbaric.
But what you didn't know is that other females survived his experiments. So the Dalatrash here sent in a team to clean up the whole mess, and to take them prisoner. So the Dalatrash here sent in a team to clean up the whole mess, and to take them prisoner.
Where did you get this? It could be a fabrication.
Don't insult me. Those are my people. They're immune to the genophage, and you're going to give them back.
Dalatrash, is this true?
How will curing the genophage benefit my people?
How long do you think you'll last alone against the Reapers? Because if you don't help, that's how it'll end up.
And I'll be the last friendly Turian you ever see.
What's it gonna be?
The females are being kept at one of our STG bases on Sur'Kesh. But I warn you, Commander, the consequences of this
will be nothing compared to what happens if the Reapers win.
Let's get the females.
You're not setting foot on Sur'Kesh. This will take time.
It happens now. As a Council Spectre, Shepard can oversee the exchange.
We're going.
I won't forget this, Commander. A bully has few friends when he needs them most.
This is the Solarian homeworld we're headed to. They aren't used to seeing Krogan here, so let's keep it simple. We land, get the females, and leave before anyone changes their mind.
I still don't trust a word they say.
Let diplomacy play out, Wrex. You'll get what you want.
Just like you're getting what you want, Shepard.
What are you talking about?
I found out you had access to Malin's data, and destroyed it.
Careful, Wrex. Shepard's helping you now.
Is she? These females are my people's best and last hope of curing the genophage. Whose side are you on, Shepard?
Destroying the data was a mistake. This war has shown me every species has a right to thrive.
I want to believe that. I want to believe what you said to the Dalatrash was real. We'll see how things shake out. Whose side are you on, Shepard?
The Krogan weren't ready for a cure.
And now that you need us to fight the Reapers, we are. You're using us just like the Solarians, Shepard.
Maybe pissing off the giant Krogan should wait till we're out of the shuttle?
Commander, I have the Solarian base on sensors.
Set her down. We'll sort this out later.
I still don't trust a word they say.
If they start backtracking, the angry Krogan act couldn't hurt.
Who said anything about acting?
Just try to keep it verbal.
These females are the best, and probably last hope for my people.
We'll bring them home, Wrex. You've waited long enough for this day.
A lifetime. I appreciate the assist, Garrus.
Figured you'd gone soft, sitting on your throne. Forgot how to hold a gun.
Retrieving the female should be a simple matter.
Who's the synthetic?
I'm Edie, the Normandy's artificial intelligence.
Sounds like Joker didn't teach you anything about Solarians.
Commander, I have the Solarian base on sensors.
Set her down.
Commander, Solarian ground control says we don't have clearance to land.
Tell them the Dalatrass authorized this herself.
I knew they'd never keep their word. Let's see them try to stop a Krogan airdrop.
Wrex? We have an unauthorized landing.
And who authorized you to hold my race hostage?
Shepard, restrain your colleague. We only found out about this transfer a few moments ago.
I'd like to avoid a diplomatic incident.
As would we.
But you have something valuable to Wrex.
Something worth dying for.
This matter can be resolved, but I must insist he remain under guard.
I can handle this, Wrex.
Anything goes wrong and all bets are off.
I'm Paddock Wicks, and I appreciate your understanding, Commander. With war on everyone's minds, our people are on edge. Careful! Watch the containment shield!
Brings back memories.
As you can see, this base contains sensitive information.
Does that include studying lost Krogan?
The females were in poor health when we found them on Tuchanka. They were brought here to stabilize their condition.
This whole planet smells wrong.
I'd like to see them.
Of course. I'll need to clear you for the lower levels. Give me a few moments and meet me near the elevator.
This is where all you Solarians come from, huh? No wonder you're so soft. Too busy writing poetry about waterfalls. Shepard, I don't like this. I should be the one going in.
You might not like me much, Wrex, but you're gonna have to trust me here.
What I'll do is give you a chance to prove your apology meant something. I considered you a friend, Shepard. I'd like to get back to that.
Fair enough. You might not like me much, Wrex, but you're gonna have to trust me here.
I already gave you my trust. Back on Virmire, remember? I could have put you in the ground that day, Shepard, but I didn't. Don't make me regret that.
Didn't Virmire get nuked?
Shepard planted the nuke. Wiped out a cure for the genophage. She convinced me it was the right thing to do at the time. Maybe I was the fool for believing her.
Who tipped you off about the females here?
Let's just say it's someone more trustworthy than you.
I know I said to act the angry Krogan, Wrex.
That was just good old-fashioned Krogan hot air. If it had been real, they'd be dead.
Who tipped you off about the females here?
Sorry, Shepard, but they're listening to every word we say. I prefer my Solarian liver served raw.
This Krogan has a unique style of communication.
He's an acquired taste. Back on the Normandy, you said Reapers were sighted on Tuchanka.
Clans Jorgal and Ravenor sighted a few landing parties. The Reapers are up to something. Tuchanka may be a pile of radioactive rubble, but it's our pile. And we'll fight to the last Krogan to keep it that way.
Radioactive?
Garrus. I have to make friends with the one Turian in the galaxy who thinks he's funny.
Imagine how I feel. I'm supposed to hate Krogan, but you came along and warmed my heart with your winning personality.
I could throw a few Solarians off a cliff, if it'll make you feel better.
What do you know about these females?
They weren't fertile, so we used them as decoys to draw off enemies from the ones who were. But Malin's experiments changed that. These damn pyjacks stole them right out from under us.
That's a pretty brutal way to treat your women, Wrex.
The females suggested it. We've had to make a lot of tough choices to ensure we don't all die off.
A harsh but necessary decision.
It's just one more thing that'll get better when the genophage is cured.
Are the Krogan ready to fight the Reapers?
Ever since Sovereign showed up, I figured this day would come. My people have spent too much time selling ourselves out as mercenaries. Now we can get back to doing what Krogan do best, saving everyone else from giant monsters.
Never going to let us forget about the Rachni Wars, are you?
Last time I was at the Citadel, I didn't see a Turian statue in your honor.
Just wait till this war is over.
It's been good talking to you again, Wrex.
It'll be even better when we have a few Solarians for lunch.
Commander Shepard, it's Major Kirahi. I'd heard you were coming.
Good to see you again. Sounds like you've been promoted.
Yes, due in no small part to our mission on Virmire. Hold the line. You saved my men that day.
Good to see a friendly face, Major.
Garrus Vicarian. Always a pleasure. It seems the Reapers have a way of bringing us together.
I guess we're both still feeling the effects of Virmire.
Yes, ironic. You destroyed the genophage cure, yet now it's the key to an alliance. Your standoff with Urdnot Wrex is legend within STG.
I'm sure you saw Rex's entrance.
Our colony's 3 systems away saw it.
He isn't pleased with the security arrangements.
Apologies, but better that than a Krogan with a shotgun wandering the base. Think of all the casualties. Our medbay couldn't handle it.
Nice seeing you again, Major.
Likewise. And Commander, regardless of what the politicians decide, you can count on my support retaking Earth.
You'd do that?
Consider it my way of returning a favor. It would be an honor to fight alongside you again. Good day.
Now take this elevator down, and someone will...
Alert. Threat condition 2 has been declared. Scramble readiness teams.
What's happening?
Sensors have picked up activity on the perimeter. Hurry, Commander. Someone will meet you below.
Base personnel must remain on site until further notice.
All specimens are accounted for, sir. Shepard, excellent timing. Good to have you here.
Morden?
Eyesight still sharp. Surprise understandable. Hadn't expected to return to work.
You're back with STG.
Special consultant. Had to be me. Someone else might have gotten it wrong. Helped female Krogan. Fed information to Clan Urdnot. Encouraged political pressure to free females.
You must be Rex's inside source.
Yes, can explain later. Security warnings not normal. Need to get off-world for sake of Krogan. Females had weakened immune systems. Side effect of Malin's cure. These... didn't survive.
But what about Malin's research? I thought we saved it.
Indeed, data saved, but not complete. Lacks crucial details to reconstruct cure, but still useful for synthesizing from living tissue. Couldn't save them.
I'm sure you did everything you could, Morden.
Arrived too late. Cannot delay now. One survivor, immune to genophage, can synthesize cure from her tissue.
She's still here.
Yes, last hope for Krogan. If she dies, genophage cure... problematic. Please be careful. Krogan's slow to trust.
I'm Commander Shepard, Alliance Navy.
Are you here to kill me?
I can't imagine what she's been through.
Urdnot Wrex and I are here to take you home.
Why? What am I to you?
Have the Solarians been mistreating you?
Those are my sisters you saw back there. They died in a lot of pain.
Did the best we could.
And now I know I'm the only one left. That makes me dangerous to a lot of people. What about you, Commander Shepard? Why are you here?
You're the future of the Krogan race. I'm fighting for that.
Then I hope you brought an army.
Alert. Unidentified missiles have breached the perimeter.
Give me an update. Outbound communications have been severed. We're cut off. Secure all data to off-site location.
What's happening?
We have multiple ships inbound.
Shepard, it's Wrex. Cerberus troops are attacking the base. Get the females out of there now!
Only one survived, Wrex. It might be safer down here.
What? So the Solarians can kill her like the others? No deal. If you still want this alliance, get her out of there.
Release the female. We're leaving.
I can't. Protocol states during lockdown, no specimens.
Objection noted. Now, please release Krogan. Need to monitor pod as it clears quarantine procedures.
Meet us at next checkpoint, Shepard. Likely Cerberus opposes genophage cure.
You'll see Tuchanka again. I promise.
Get to elevator, Shepard.
Shepard, it's Wrex. I took the shuttle. Do whatever it takes to get the female up to the landing pad. I'll try to make life miserable for Cerberus.
Are you okay?
Containment shield is holding. We'll try to repair if necessary. Can't speak for Krogan's health, however.
I'm fine, Commander.
Females kept secret. Possibly a mole in STG. Could be indoctrinated. If no Krogan alliance with Turians, Reapers left unchallenged.
We'll do more than challenge them.
Shepard, meet us at next checkpoint. Cerberus likely to target. Hurry, next checkpoint.
All squads converge.
Where's the Normandy?
Shepard, get cracking! I'm trying to draw some of their fire.
How you holding up?
Containment shield strong, but not designed for direct fire.
This isn't your problem, Commander. You don't know me.
But I'd like to. Hang in there. How many more checkpoints?
Just the landing area. Hope Urdnot Wrex still waiting.
Wrex can't keep his hands off a fertile female. He'll be there.
I'll see you up top.
We found the Krogan.
Got them all.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Shepard, get your ass up here. I can't fly around forever.
The female's on the way up to the landing area.
Then you should be too. You pull this off, and maybe I'll start believing in you again. You pull this off, and I'm making you an honorary Krogan.
Shepard, you must authorize release. Pod then transfers to loading area.
Let's get you out of there.
Shepard, heads up! You've got incoming! with that thing. It's too dangerous. Krogan has been acquired.
Door is damaged. Can't get out.
Stay clear. I've got this.
Protect the Krogan, Shepard. She's vulnerable.
Got the best.
Shepard, I think you did it. Looks clear from here. I'm coming in now. Had me worried there for a minute.
Let's make this quick.
Let's get you out of there. There they are. That's them.
I can handle myself, Wrex.
Women.
Cerberus here. What do you want?
You have the female, Wrex. A cure for the rest of your people can come later.
That wasn't the deal.
But Palaven needs your reinforcements now. We can't delay.
Unless every Krogan gets the cure, there's no alliance.
Morden, how long will it take to finish a cure?
Need to synthesize base antigen from female. Also requires healthy male Krogan tissue. We'll need a sample.
You're looking at it.
Acceptable. We'll need you to remain aboard Normandy for procedure.
Let's hope the food's gotten better.
Formulating a cure that works for every Krogan sounds like a tall order, Morden. Can you do it?
Of course. Similar to Genophage modification project. Working against own alterations this time. Not as simple as garbage DNA blocking attachment sites. We'll need to counteract shutdown of redundant nervous system, adjust neurotransmitter levels.
Got it.
We'll create cure, Shepard. Don't need to worry.
Then get started, Morden, and make it quick.
Always do. We'll be in medbay if you'd like to speak more. Eve requires tests.
Eve?
Female's real name unknown. Normandy, a human vessel. Human mythology seemed appropriate under circumstances. Suggest speaking with her. New perspective. Surprising in Krogan.
Now, is there anything else?
There's a small matter concerning a ship we've lost contact with.
What happened?
I'd rather discuss it in private.
Turian problems can't even come close to what I've got.
What is it?
Some of my men went missing. The rest of it we can discuss somewhere else.
I'll find you both in the war room. Just be ready to talk.
Down on Sur'Kesh, that was the old Shepard I remember. You laid it on the line for us. I guess you do still care about Krogan.
Are we good?
The genophage isn't cured yet, but I'm losing the urge to throw you out the airlock. I guess you really need this alliance, Shepard. You're willing to die for Krogan you already tried to exterminate.
We're both getting what we want.
We'd better. Hell of a show down there on Sur'Kesh. Just like the old days, Shepard. Right down to me pulling your ass out of the fire.
I was the one with bullets flying at me.
And I gave you the moral support to dodge them.
Uh-huh. You said one of your squads is missing.
They were scouting out the Rachni relay. We've heard rumors of trouble in the area.
Rachni?
Thought that might get your attention. I have a favor to ask. It's big.
Don't tell me they're back.
All I know for sure is our scouts went silent as soon as they arrived. I've got Arlac Company, my best unit, on standby. You give the word, and they'll meet you there.
I'll see what I can do.
Get on it, Shepard.
How could there be trouble with the Rachni? They were all but extinct. The last queen promised to disappear forever or be destroyed.
I know, I was there. I've got a bad feeling about this. It may not be Rachni, but maybe it is. Could be another invasion. If they're crawling out from under some rock, you know how bad it could get. We need to stop them.
Back on Sur'Kesh, it looked like the female Krogan could hold her own.
Our females don't lack for spirit. For males, a good show of force sorts things out. But females like to talk about it. Then think about it. Then talk about it some more. No offense.
Believe it or not, we sometimes have good ideas, Wrex. You should try listening.
Yeah, but our women have so many of them. So sometimes I pretend to listen and... Well, let's just say Krogan females have tempers too.
What's the situation back on Tuchanka?
I'm still getting scattered reports of Reaper forces arriving. Something big is brewing. I won't let those things take Tuchanka. Not when we're about to cure the genophage. My people have had enough bad luck in our time.
What will you do after the genophage is cured?
Once we deal with the Reapers, most Krogan will want to settle a score with the Turians and Solarians. I won't let them. That isn't our path forward. This time will be different.
If somebody did that to humanity, I'd want some payback.
I guess that's why you wiped Malin's work. You figured I'd feel the same way. Well, I don't. The Council would just invent some new way to put us down. It could be even worse than the genophage. My people aren't going through that again. Is that why you wiped Malin's work? Figured I'd feel the same way? Well, I don't. The Council would just invent some new way to put us down. It could be even worse than the genophage. My people aren't going through that again.
A lot of people will be relieved to hear that. No one wants to repeat history.
They know we'd probably win this time. But war has never brought us anything except misery. It's time to focus on rebuilding. Which, if you'd ask, I could have told you before you destroyed Malin's research, Shepard.
A lot of people will be relieved to hear that. No one wants to repeat history.
They know we'd probably win this time. But war has never brought us anything except misery. It's time to focus on rebuilding.
That's it for now, Wrex. Let's get back to work.
Anytime. And Shepard, I like what you've done with the Normandy. Got tired of always hanging around the cargo bay before. I still don't have a window like Liara does, but maybe that's because I don't kiss as well.
No comment.
Yeah. I miss this place. I still don't have a window like Liara does, but it's progress. Wish I could knock some heads around with you, but duty calls. If the Solarian says my DNA's important, who am I to argue?
Number of lubricants available with different textures. We'll have Edie show you appropriate vids.
We really don't need to talk about this.
Ah, Shepard. We were just...
Are you okay?
I'm fine, Wrex. You can relax.
Can't be too careful, or put any faith in Solarian doctors.
This one is different.
Is he? What's that?
Simple blood test.
What kind?
Kind that ends the genophage. Far less painful than tissue sampling.
Don't remind me. I think you enjoyed doing that.
Shepard, please. Distraction's counterproductive, also affecting comfort of patient.
He was your inside source, Wrex. You can trust him.
Solarians have minds like a maze. You never know when they're leading you into a trap.
Trap? Eve's release my doing. Would never have known about her if not for me.
That was then. But she's out now. And if she gets hurt, I'll feel it.
Understand. But my patient, my responsibility. Her welfare a priority. Will not allow her to be compromised by anyone.
You got a quad, Doctor. Keep her safe.
Our females have endured enough.
Don't forget, still need your tissue sample.
I'll be back.
Common phobia. Fear of needles.
Or Solarian doctors.
A word when you have a moment, Shepard.
Then we're in the same trap. By helping you, my career in STG is almost certainly over.
Why do it?
Every species has their role to play. Centuries from now, the Krogan could be the pinnacle of galactic evolution.
Even I don't believe that. But I want my people to.
And let him work, Wrex.
Just keep her safe. Our females have endured enough.
Of course. Now if that's settled, I have work to do before he changes his mind.
Thank you for saving my life, Commander. I didn't think the Krogan had any allies left in the galaxy.
We owe a lot to you, even if most people have forgotten that.
They can be forgiven. Our actions have hardly inspired friendship.
Part of being friends is knowing each other's name. I feel bad that I don't know yours.
I surrendered it the day I became a shaman of the female clan. I belong to my sisters now. But perhaps one day, when this is over, you can know it.
What do you think of Wrex?
When he's not trying to sire half of Tuchanka, he's the best thing that's happened to the Krogan. But I won't tell him that. His head's big enough already. Literally.
He's turned into a strong leader.
I know in his heart Wrex wants what's best for us. Though not all the other clans see it that way.
Do you think Wrex will want revenge for the Genophage?
Some clans will expect it, but I hope Wrex resists. He understands the cycle of violence must end if Krogan are ever to have a voice in galactic politics. Still, he's just one Krogan. If enough clans demand it, he may not be able to stop them.
Why would the other clans give Wrex trouble? You'd think they'd want a better future.
It's not in the nature of our males to cooperate. They've evolved to be selfish. Their only concern is survival. Wrex is different. He's a mutant. And that you can tell him.
Thanks for talking to me.
It's my pleasure, Commander. I'm glad to see humans treat their women with respect. Your people have placed a lot of responsibility on you.
No more than your people have put on you.
Then maybe we can show the men how it's done.
Deal. What do you think of Reeve?
He worries me. Reeve has the makings of a tyrant. I see it in his eyes when he looks at me. I'm the key to realizing his ambitions. But you can't judge all Krogan by his actions. His brood brother Wrex was more reasonable.
Years ago, Wrex was part of my crew. I wish he'd been more reasonable with me.
I know. I've heard the stories. But I admired Wrex for that. He was willing to die defending what he believed was the best hope for our people. Not just for himself. Wrex may have been wrong at the time, but Reeve is wrong all of the time.
So, Liara, still relying on the Protheans for all the answers?
It will work, Wrex. We just need to finish building the Crucible. Although I'd be interested to learn how you found out about it.
Wasn't that hard. Lucky you keep its location more secret than the fact it exists.
And I'm sure you'll do a good job of both, being so famous for your discretion.
My lips are sealed.
Any updates, Shepard?
Our backup's waiting for us at the drop point. Arlac Company, Krogan Commandos.
That's correct, Shepard. They are an accomplished unit. Their decisive action in liberating a colony from Batarian pirates made them famous.
Good to hear. Other than that, there's been no word from a team of Krogan scouts since they went through the Rachni relay.
Understandable. In my cycle, we used the Rachni as living weapons.
Weapons?
They were only animals then, without technology. Violent, but useful. When they became a problem, we burned 200 worlds to stop them.
We don't know much, but no Rachni activity has been reported.
It doesn't make sense. We let that last Rachni Queen live on the condition she disappear forever. She wouldn't risk everything to start a war.
Just be ready for anything.
Yeah, shuttle just arrived. You better get moving, Team 2. See anything, let me know.
Grunt?
Shepard? Shepard!
What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same question. Didn't those idiots lock you up?
They did. Put me in lockdown to keep the Batarians off me. Didn't want problems with the Council while they prepared for war. But the situation changed.
Yeah, they got bigger problems, all right. That's why I'm out here running Arlac Company. They're tough, think they're invincible. Reckless, but effective.
Sounds familiar, Grunt. How'd you go from being new and unproven to your own command?
Wasn't easy. When Wrex put Arlac Company together, he needed a leader who represented the future of our species. Thanks to you, I completed my rite of passage on Tuchanka and became part of Clan Urdnot. I was an equal. And being the strongest, I was chosen to lead this honored company.
I bet some didn't like a tank-bred Krogan being in charge.
I collected a few scars earning my place here. These Krogan respect me.
You were a pain in the ass, Grunt. But if your Krogan are half the soldier you are, we might make it out of here.
Glad you're here to crack some heads, Shepard. Hard to believe this might be Rachni. Seems crazy. The Rachni. Chance to face the old enemy? Impossible to resist.
Yes, you are the one. The Krogan who occupied my quarters on the Normandy. You left your mark.
What? Who is this, Shepard?
You shouldn't be so anxious to face the Rachni. They were formidable opponents, even to my people.
Ask me later.
Whatever you say.
We don't know if the Rachni had anything to do with this. We're here to find the scouts. I didn't see any signs of activity during our approach.
Agreed. But this place smells wrong. Like a bad wound. Our scans show the tunnels down there lead to a large central point. If we're lucky, it's a nest.
Sounds like fun. Just like old times, Grunt.
Arlac Company! Move out! Grab what you need, Shepard. Meet me at the scout camp ahead.
Sounds good. Take what you need and move out.
I'm reviewing your report on the Rachni situation, Commander. This could have gotten complicated fast. I hope you know what you're doing, cutting a deal with the Rachni Queen. We got burned last time. I'm trusting your instincts, Commander.
We can count on her support, Admiral.
I hope so. But we cut the Reaper's supply of new Rachni troops and picked up some additional Krogan support. I call that a victory. I've got to get back to it, Commander. Watch yourself out there. Hack it out.
Shepard, you made it out of there. Sounds like I missed a hell of a fight.
It was bloody, Wrex. We could have used you.
Too busy talking rather than fighting. Feeling restless. A war going on and I'm stuck keeping the peace. I heard you made some kind of deal with the Rachni Queen. If they get out of hand again, it's your ass on the line.
Understood. Better you didn't risk it. We were lucky to get out of there alive.
Knew you could get it done, Shepard. Says here the Rachni are done. Maybe this time they'll stay dead.
They posed too big a risk. She was creating troops for the Reapers.
No argument here. Her dad didn't make it, though. He died well.
He made sure we got out of there.
Good. Heard you made some kind of deal with that thing down there. If they get out of hand again, it's your ass on the line.
Understood.
Heard Grunt didn't make it.
He gave his life to ensure we made it out.
He was a good kid. Strong. A damn shame his company never took to him. I heard Grunt managed to get out of there with a few scratches.
You could say that.
We'll get him patched up, back in the fight.
Good to hear.
I should get back to it. Keep me posted, Shepard.
Shepard, test verified. Results promising. Can synthesize for universal Krogan immunity.
Good. Then you can put your knife away.
The cure's ready?
No, still need transmission vector. Cure useless unless given to entire species.
You infected them with the disease easy enough. Is the cure that different?
No. Keeping modalities similar when possible. Easiest way to develop cure rapidly. Groundwater? No, too slow. Voluntary inoculation risky. Population too scattered for airborne. Unless... Wait, yes! The Shroud. Constant global dispersion of air particles, built by Solarians to repair atmosphere of Tuchanka. Also used by Turians.
We used it to secretly spread the genophage virus. It ended the Krogan rebellions.
I'd be careful who you tell that to.
If you're gonna infect an entire population, that's the way to do it.
Unless you're part of the population.
Yes, but useful now. Original genophage strain still in storage at Shroud facility. Can use it as transmission vector, then use Shroud to blanket Tuchanka with cure.
You clever little pyjack. That's our best shot, right there.
Then finish your preparations and be ready to go, Morden.
Of course. Ready when you need me. We'll be in medbay with Eve until then.
Cerberus Bomb. What the hell is going on, Commander? And what do the Turians have to do with it?
Coordinates Victus gave me place it in the Kelphic Valley. It's a heavily populated area. That's all I know.
My gut says something's not right here.
What do you suggest?
Get the Primarch to come clean.
Should we alert the Krogan military?
I'd wait. We're in the dark here. Krogan-Turian relations are fragile until the genophage is cured. Let's not push it. And how about this bomb? How many troops does Cerberus have on this?
No idea. All I know is, we can't have them detonating that bomb.
Keep me in the loop. Hack it out.
Primarch Victus.
Impressive work on Tuchanka. I'm grateful that...
Why didn't you tell me about the Cerberus Bomb? Why hide that? What else are you keeping from me?
I have nothing for you.
For our alliance to work, I need to trust you.
Our friendship is new, Commander. Would you trust me with information that puts your people, puts Earth, at risk?
Why would I jeopardize our alliance by lying to you now? It doesn't make sense.
Decisions like these weigh heavy on me. When I was a general, I could pass them up the chain of command. But now, I'm all I've got. Know what I mean?
Sure. And
that's all. Wait, there is one more thing, Commander. Thank you for saving my son.
What was that all about with the Primarch? Turian's up to something?
it's nothing. Don't worry about it.
Uh-huh. All right.
What's the situation back on Tuchanka?
More Reaper forces have been spotted. They're building up their strength. Still don't know what they're up to, but it can't be good for them. Wait till they get a taste of Krogan hospitality.
That's it for now, Wrex. Let's get back to work.
Yeah.
Something wrong?
That's Solarian Wix. He got his tissue sample from me, all right.
Something wrong?
Morden. He got his tissue sample from me, all right. Let's just say scalpels were never meant to cut where he cut.
Good work on Tuchanka, Commander. Stopping that bomb prevented the war between the Turians and the Krogan. We can't afford that kind of division right now.
Joker said the Krogan are recovering the bomb?
They moved in, won't allow Turians to send in recovery crews to help.
Understandable.
When he heard, Wrex contacted the Turian Primarch and gave him an earful.
I imagine.
He was angry with the actions of the 9th Platoon and the Primarch's own son. Helped smooth things over. The situation is fragile at the moment. With Wrex and the Primarch aboard the Normandy, you've got a situation brewing. We don't have a solid alliance between those two yet. Keep the peace, Commander. That's an order.
Yes, sir.
Hack it out.
We couldn't risk another galactic war with the Krogan.
The genophage wasn't enough? You had to plant a bomb on my planet?
The decision was made hundreds of years ago. So much has changed.
Not enough to tell us about the bomb, coward.
Hey! We can't let the past rip us apart. Working together, we have a chance. Primarch, You had a bomb on Tuchanka. And Wrex, in the Turian's place, you would have done the same damn thing.
Shepard!
It's over. His own son died today making this right.
Please, Commander. It's all right.
Yes, fine. Shepard, you made your point. We have stronger enemies to face.
We do.
I understand your reservations before, Commander. But I hope you now understand the secrecy.
The stakes are too high for secrets. Your son had to die to finish this.
Yes. You're right, Commander. It was a mistake not to trust you. I know that now. My son, he died with the respect of his men. I wanted to thank you for that. His sacrifice will be recorded in the histories of the 9th Platoon. Something any father would be proud of.
Yes, sir.
The Turians pull another move like that, Shepard, and this alliance is off.
Just bear with me, Wrex. This is hard for all of us.
I've got Reapers on my planet, a bomb that almost blew up my planet, and if those two fail, the genophage to make sure we all go extinct anyway. I don't want to hear about who has it hard.
Understood.
Good. Is there something you need?
What's the situation back on Tuchanka?
Well, it seems you've been there more than I have, Shepard. You tell me.
I didn't know what the Turians were up to.
I know, and I appreciate what you did. If that bomb had gone off, curing the genophage wouldn't have mattered much. We are still curing it, aren't we? I don't like waiting around when so much is at stake.
Don't worry. Victory in this war starts with Tuchanka. We'll get it done. That's it for now, Wrex. Let's get back to work.
Anytime.
I'll assume you didn't know about this. My good friend wouldn't hide the fact that his people planted a doomsday bomb on my planet, right?
Wrex, I was just as much in the dark as you, honest.
That's what I needed to hear. Just making you sweat, Garrus. Wasn't sure you could. You're always so calm.
I'd be happy to give Krogan some lessons on relaxing.
And we'd be happy to feed you to a Thresher maw. Wrex out.
Next time, Shepard, don't let him near the intercom.
All hands, full stop! Hostiles detected at the landing coordinates.
Joker, what have you got?
Sensors show a Reaper parked at the Shroud facility. No way you're gonna be able to land a shuttle there.
Get everyone assembled in the war room. I want eyes on the Shroud.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
New form of Reaper, Shepard, using Shroud to poison Tuchanka's atmosphere. Problematic.
They want to fight! They just got one.
Primarch, we're gonna need your help.
That could be difficult. Our losses on Palaven have been catastrophic.
We're doing this for Palaven. No one said it would be easy.
What do you have in mind?
A combined attack. Your people hit the Reaper with an airstrike. Wrex, at the same time, your soldiers will be attacking from the ground. Together, you can draw it away from the tower.
Yes, distraction. Small team can reach Shroud facility, finish synthesizing cure. We'll need Eve to come with us.
We've never faced a Reaper up close like this. Everyone on board?
There's even a doubt? Let's move, Pyjack. It's time to cure the genophage.
Then it's now or never.
Now. The genophage ends today.
Commander, incoming message marked urgent. I'll put it in the comm room for you.
Dalatras.
Commander Shepard, we know you've reached Tuchanka. And by now, I imagine Mordin Solus has proposed using the Shroud.
You spying on us?
Hardly. The Shroud is the only viable course of action open to you. Commander, you can't allow your misguided sympathy for the Krogan to cloud your judgment. Do you honestly believe curing the genophage will end in lasting peace?
We have to give the Krogan that chance. You can't condemn an entire race to extinction based on what might happen.
What will happen is the Krogan will reproduce out of control. We uplifted them specifically for their violent nature, not their diplomatic skills. Another war is inevitable.
What do you want, Delatras?
Years ago, our operatives sabotaged the Shroud facility to ensure what you are planning couldn't be done. Morden will likely detect this malfunction and repair it. But if you ensure that he doesn't, then the cure's viability will be altered just enough so that it fails. No one will notice the change.
You mean trick the Krogan?
They need not be any the wiser. Let Urdnot Wrex believe you fulfilled your promise.
Morden would never stand for that.
How you deal with him is up to you, Commander. We can provide you our very best scientists to build the Crucible, and the full support of our fleets.
If I sabotage the cure.
Think about it, Commander. The choice is yours.
Wrex, are you sure you're ready for this after your procedure?
One more word and somebody gets tossed out the shuttle. Now, I've ordered the clans to assemble at the Hollows. It's our sacred meeting ground. We'll land there and take an armored convoy against the Reaper. This will be the defining moment of Krogan history.
Krogan history filled with defining moments, most bloody. Hope this one better.
Commander, you seem troubled.
I got a message from them.
Wrex, it's Reeve. The Reapers are already at the Hollows. Come out with guns blazing.
Hang on tight. We're heading in.
Shepard, keep them away from the female. I'll sort out what's happening with the other clans.
Everyone pick your targets and keep an eye on our 6. Now move!
The enemy is approaching.
Push forward. Don't let them get up here.
Whatever you do, keep them away from the female. They'll sing battle songs about this someday. Reaper blood has finally soaked our soil.
We have to get to the Shroud. The airstrike is on its way.
Female safe, Shepard. Recommend haste, however. Vital signs troubling.
What's a Solarian doing here? Nobody said anything about this.
Multiple Krogan. Problematic.
Who are you?
Urdnot Wrex, brood brother to our illustrious leader. Reeve and I share the same mother, and nothing else. For which I'm thankful. I remember what it means to be a true Krogan. We flay our enemies alive and drown them in a geyser of their own blood. We don't invite them into our home.
There's no time for this. Whatever grudge you have against Solarians ends right now.
As long as it involves a bullet in his head, time for some payback. Stand down, Reeve. The Solarian is with me.
Enough!
You can stay here and let old wounds fester as Krogan have always done. Or you can fight the enemy you were born to destroy, and win a new future for our children. I choose to fight. Who will join me?
I don't want to regret curing the genophage. Do you want this or not?
I do. What about the rest of you?
This Solarian is not your enemy. He's here to help cure the genophage.
His kind gave us the genophage. Why should we trust him? Because I do. And so will you.
Enough!
You can stay here and let old wounds fester as Krogan have always done. Or you can fight the enemy you were born to destroy, and win a new future for our children. I choose to fight. Who will join me?
I will.
And so will I. Now hold your heads high like true Krogan. There's a Reaper that needs killing!
This is Turian Wing Artimek. Our flight vector to the Shroud is locked. We're 10 minutes out and counting.
Copy that, Artimek. We're on our way, trying to make up lost time. Shepard out.
Reed isn't the only Krogan who wants revenge for the Genophage, Wrex. You'll have to placate them somehow.
I'll demand the Council return some of our old territory. We'll need room to expand. Recapture the glory of the Ancients.
Glory of Ancients led to Krogan rebellions, countless deaths, creation of Genophage. Expansion plan, problematic.
What were the ancient Krogan like?
Tuchanka wasn't always a wasteland. In the old times, the Krogan were a proud people. We had dreams, a future to look forward to.
Until Solarian interference?
No, we destroyed Tuchanka ourselves. Technology changed us. It made life too easy. So we looked for new challenges, and found them in each other. Nuclear war was inevitable.
And now our planet is rubble. We'll need a better place to live.
I'd say helping defeat the Reapers would be worth a new planet.
Or 10. You haven't seen how fast we can pop them out.
Wrex.
What? With the Genophage cured, we'll have a lot of catching up to do.
Any hint of the Krogan trying to expand again could raise alarms.
My children aren't going to suffocate in this cesspool. I want them to witness a new age. A Krogan empire.
Wrex.
I'm not saying we won't ask first, but the Council can't expect us to stay here forever.
Commander, on the shuttle, was there something you were going to say?
The Dalitras tried to cut a secret deal with me.
What kind of deal?
She said they sabotaged the Shroud years ago. The cure won't work unless we fix it.
Years ago, our operatives sabotaged the Shroud facility to ensure what you're planning couldn't be done.
And she thought we wouldn't know better?
Correctly. Would likely have fooled tests, but familiar with STG work, can adjust. Did not come this far for nothing.
You just spared our race another genocide, Commander.
I guess you meant what you said about Malin's data, Shepard. Apology accepted. I don't understand you, Shepard. You destroy Malin's data. You tell me you'd do it again, yet now...
You don't have to understand her, Wrex. Just thank her.
Yeah. I guess I can find something else to use for target practice. Like Solarians. I told you we could count on her. Why are we stopping?
Wrex, you and Morden stay with Eve. It's looking ugly out here.
Will do.
What's the holdup?
Road's out. The convoy can't make it through.
Turian Wing Artimek, this is Shepard. We've been delayed. Hold off your attack.
Negative, Commander. Our approach is locked. The Reaper already knows we're here.
An airstrike isn't enough against the Reaper. We must join the fight.
I don't care if we have to build a new road. We are going!
Oh, shit! I've lost control. I can't pull up. Shepard, what's happening?
Wrex! Get the female out of here now! Go! Artemek, do you copy?
We have to abort, Commander. That Reaper's tearing us to pieces.
Understood. Save your pilots. We'll find another way.
Commander, a tunnel over there! Might be our way out!
Get to it! Wrex, are you receiving this? Is everyone okay?
Yeah, just scratches. Nothing the Solarian can't patch up. Reeves' truck made it out too.
The Turians had to call off the airstrike. We'll need a new plan for dealing with the Reaper.
First we'll have to find you. Where did you end up?
Underground. We see ruins of some kind.
Commander, that's the City of the Ancients.
How do we get out?
No maps exist. It's been abandoned for thousands of years.
You're a trailblazer, Shepard. Get through there and we'll find a place to meet up. Nothing will stop this cure.
Another one. Okay, that wasn't an earthquake.
Wrex, are you guys feeling these tremors?
Not up here.
It could be something else, Commander. It is said that Kalros, the mother of all Thresher Maws, lives in this region.
Which is another reason to get your ass out of there, Shepard. Step on it.
Kalros, the mother of all Thresher Maws. Sounds troubling.
No kidding. If they gave the thing a name, it must be something special.
What is that?
Organic. No life signs detected.
What the hell is this thing?
This is unexpected. My scans confirm the presence of Rachni DNA.
Rachni?
You gotta be shitting me.
Shepard, mission records indicate you killed their queen on Noveria. This is highly unusual.
This one's different. Mutated. Wrex, those rumors you heard were true. We've got Rachni here.
I know. A few of them just attacked us. We'll deal with it later. Getting to that shroud is all that matters.
Agreed. We're trying to find our way out.
Hurry.
Looks like the Rachni again.
There are bound to be more than just the ones we killed. Wrex, we've got Rachni here. Keep an eye out.
I know. A few of them just attacked us. All that matters is getting to that shroud. Find us fast.
Wrex, we made it back outside.
Well, if you can see sunlight, that's progress.
Check it out. Guess the nukes didn't kill all the plants.
You're looking at hope, all that's left of it on Tuchanka. This is once a world full of beauty. Given a chance, it can be again.
Shepard, that Reaper is still up to no good at the Shroud. Find a way out of there and we'll pick you up.
We're on it.
And when we get there, vengeance will be mine.
Wrex, you're right about Kalros. She's on the move.
Yeah, we've got some ideas on that. What?
Not now, Wrex. The commander has enough to worry about.
What's happening?
Some crazy idea we can talk about later. Just worry about getting out of there right now. Shepard, looks like we got a bridge up ahead. Try to find it, and we'll pick you up there.
We're a little preoccupied right now.
I didn't say it would be easy. Shepard, we're coming under the bridge. Get down here and we can get to the Shroud.
Will do.
Wait, Kalros!
Wrex?
Break off! We're getting out of here!
Territorial instinct confirmed.
She's not gonna get us. Go on ahead, Shepard. We'll try to shake this thing and find you.
One does not shake a Thresher Maw.
Then maybe we'll feed it a Solarian to slow it down. Go on ahead, Shepard. We'll try to shake this thing and find you.
Thresher Maw getting closer.
Tell me something I don't know.
Metal in truck, an excellent iron supplement for Maw's diet.
Now I'm kind of glad we're not in the truck.
Shepard, Wrex busy driving truck. Are you still alive?
Doing what we can. What about you?
Alarmed yet entertained. Kalros is quite persistent.
Shepard, we've almost lost Calros. Get down from there and we'll find you. Shepard, get over here. Reeve, keep an eye out for that Maw. I don't want it sneaking up on us.
Make it quick, Wrex.
We're exposed.
Move it!
It's Calros!
Move, Shepard!
We're in! Go!
What about Reeve?
No way he survived that. And he was a pain in the ass anyway. Now let's finish this. There's a Reaper waiting for us.
I don't think we've got a big enough gun to handle that.
Vengeance is the goal. Suicide is not.
We're curing the genophage no matter what it takes. Everything my people will ever be depends on it.
And I hope this idea you were talking about is a good one.
It was hers, actually.
Calros. Resummon her to the Reaper.
Would that even work?
Already discussed strategy. Just need to distract Reaper. Draw it from tower while Cure synthesized, released.
What makes you so sure she'll come?
Legends say she is the mother from which all other Thresher Maws spawn. This is as much her home as ours.
If Tuchanka has a temper, Calros is it. Nobody's ever faced her and survived.
We flew through the Omega-4 relay and survived. We can do this.
That's the spirit, Shepard.
I've taken some risks in my time, but this seems crazy.
And going head-to-head with Sovereign didn't? Then it's a good thing none of us has any sense. This is the only way to get to that tower and release the cure. There's no other choice. It's time to step up, Shepard. You want your alliance? Then you're curing the genophage. That's what it takes.
But how would we summon her?
The tower was built in an arena devoted to Calros' glory. The Solarians thought she would scare away intruders.
Appears to have worked.
There are 2 Maw hammers there, the largest in existence. If you can activate them, Calros will come. That should distract the Reaper.
Meanwhile, laboratory nearby. We'll finish synthesizing Cure.
We know why we're here and what's at stake. So let's make it happen.
Wait! I know you're doing this for your own reasons, Shepard. But try to make sure you don't get your ass killed. I wouldn't know what to say at your funeral. Wait! We may have had our differences, Shepard. But you've come through when I needed you most. For that, I thank you. Wait! I wasn't sure we were still friends, Shepard. But you proved me wrong. You've been a champion to the Krogan people, and an ally of Clan Urdnot. Thank you.
Let's make sure we all get out of here alive. We're gonna have one hell of a story to tell.
Wait! You came through for us when we needed you most, Shepard. Wait! I want you to know that no matter what happens, you've been a champion to the Krogan people, a friend of Clan Urdnot, and a sister to me. To every Krogan born after this day, the name Shepard will mean hero. Now, let's show them why. Go! I've got this. I am Urdnot Wrex, and this is my planet!
See you on the other side.
Stay alive, Shepard. We'll have Cure ready.
Shepard, I took care of those Rachni. But someone has to raise those Maw hammers before you can use them.
We're kind of busy, Wrex.
Lucky for you, I'm here. I'll handle it. Okay, Shepard. I raised the hammers. You have to activate both of them. My advice is avoid the giant laser. Shepard, get that giant hammer going.
There's a Reaper in my way, Wrex!
I know, you get all the fun.
Go! Get back to the truck! I'll take care of the cure! You're ready?
Yes, it's loaded and set for dispersal. 2 minutes and counting. But I'm afraid Eve didn't make it.
What happened?
Complications from the procedure. There were gaps in Malin's technique I could never account for. She was brave to the end. Despite her pain, she insisted we continue with the cure. I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. I'm the one who destroyed Malin's research.
A pity. She could have helped ensure the clans give Wrex their full support. Time's running out. We must get to the control room at the top of the tower.
Why?
Something is wrong. Readings indicate a temperature malfunction. It could affect the cure's viability.
It's too dangerous, Wix. We need to get out of here.
Then leave if you must, but I have to fix this. Temperature variance is getting worse. The cure will almost certainly fail if I don't go up there.
I can't let you do that.
Why abandon your gold after we've come so far? Unless there's something up there you don't want me to discover. The malfunction is no accident. You knew about this.
The Dalatras offered me a deal. Her support for the Crucible Project if I made sure the cure didn't work.
And you're thinking of taking it?
My own world is hanging on by a thread. I have to consider every option.
Committing genocide to stop another genocide merely ensures no one is left alive. My own path is clear. I have to fix this.
Why is this so important to you?
Some souls die in battle. Some die in their sleep. And some die for no reason at all. This is my chance to die for what I believe.
Walk away.
I'm sorry, but I can't. There's no time left.
I'll kill you if I have to. I don't have a choice.
Of course you do. And somewhere deep in the fabric of reality, that choice will be remembered for eternity.
To the void, we commit her body. In life, this Krogan faced our greatest enemy with rare valor. In death, she has proven a savior to her people. May her courage fan the flames of hope for the future. She is now the true mother of Tuchanka. She was everything I want the Krogan to be. I hope we follow her example.
She died because of a decision I made. Malin's research might have saved her.
I know if you had a chance to do it again, things could be different. But you can't dwell on the past, Shepard. You can only shape the future. And you just gave us that today. You did what you felt was right. You made that clear enough.
I'm sorry for her loss. You can never know who'll survive war and who won't.
Unless you have a hand in it. Malin's research might have saved her.
We'll never know.
I won't hold a grudge, Shepard. You've proven you're still a friend to the Krogan. Too bad about Paddock Wicks, though.
You mean, up on the tower?
Courageous little pyjack. 1,000 years from now, we'll probably be singing songs about it.
There aren't many people willing to die for another species.
I wish I'd had a chance to tell him I was wrong about Solarians. At least one of them.
I think this was his way of atoning for all the centuries of misery on Tuchanka.
Then that's how we'll remember him. We owe him that much. Too bad about Morden, though.
He told me he had to do it. Someone else might have gotten it wrong.
Well, he got this right for everyone.
He wouldn't have had it any other way. And I'm sure wherever he is, he's putting in a good word for us.
We'll name one of the kids after him. Maybe a girl. Tell the Primarch I'll be deploying troops to Palaven immediately. And when you're ready to kick the Reapers off Earth, you let me know. The Krogan are back in business.
Morden, is the cure ready? Yes. Loaded for dispersal in 2 minutes. Procedure traumatic for Eve, but not lethal. Malin's research invaluable.
She's okay?
Headed to safety now. Her survival fortunate. Will stabilize new government should Wrex get any ideas. Good match. Promising future for Krogan.
Damn!
Control room at top of Shroud Tower. Must take elevator up.
You're going up there?
Yes. Manual access required. Have to counteract STG sabotage. Ensure cure dispersed properly.
Morden, this whole thing is coming apart. There's gotta be another way.
Remote bypass impossible. STG countermeasures in place. No time to adjust cure for temperature variance. No other option. Not coming back. Suggest you get cleared. Explosion's likely to be problematic.
Morden, no.
Shepard, please. Need to do this. My project, my work, my cure. My responsibility. Would have liked to run tests on the seashells.
Crazy, Morden. But you're a hell of a scientist.
Glad you realize it. Why I had to be here. Someone else might have gotten it wrong.
Temperature now within acceptable range. Dispersal commencing.
My pseudoscience studies range from urban to agrarian. I am the very model of...
A long time ago, my father betrayed me in this place. His own son. He tried to kill me, so I had to kill him. Right over there. That's what the Genophage reduced us to. Animals. But you changed that today, Shepard.
Now we'll fight for our children, not against them. It's just a pity Morden had to die.
He told me he had to do it. Someone else might have gotten it wrong.
He got it right for everyone.
1,000 years from now, we'll probably be singing songs about him.
I'm sure he'd like that. He wouldn't have had it any other way. And I'm sure wherever he is, he's putting in a good word for us.
We'll name one of the kids after him. Maybe a girl.
It's just a shame Paddock Wicks didn't survive.
You mean up on the tower?
Yes, that was the courage of the highest order, sacrificing himself so our children may live.
1,000 years from now, we'll probably be singing songs about him.
I think this was his way of atoning for all the centuries of misery on Tuchanka.
Then that's how we'll remember him. We owe him that much.
There aren't many people willing to die for another species.
I wish I'd had a chance to tell him I was wrong about Solarians. At least one of them.
But you, Commander, we can thank you in person.
Tell the Turians I'll be deploying troops to Palaven immediately. And when you're ready to kick the Reapers off Earth, you let me know. The Krogan are back in business.
Goodbye, Commander.
What will you do now?
Spread the hope you've given us. Even now, there are clans gathering in the Kelphic Valley. I'll go speak to them and make sure this gift isn't squandered. Thank you for all that you've done. And know that Urdnot Bakara calls you a friend.
Hell of a thing you just pulled off, Commander. Curing the Genophage? I never thought I'd see the day.
Wrex has agreed to help the Turians, Admiral. We should get their full support.
I take it that leaves the Solarians out of the equation.
The cost of their support was too high, sir.
Well, I'll defer to your judgment on that, Commander. Let's hope we don't need them. Hackett, out.
Commander, Urdnot Wrex has begun sending troops to Palaven. You kept your end of the bargain, and now I'll keep mine. The Turian hierarchy will stand with humanity against the Reapers.
I'm glad we can help each other out. It's the only way we're gonna defeat the Reapers.
That much is certain. To that end, several dry dock ships are ready to help build the Crucible. Garrus will coordinate them.
Yes, sir.
And when the time comes to deploy it, the full measure of our fleet will be there for Earth. May the spirits watch over us all.
I'll start managing Turian support right away, Shepard. You must be exhausted. Morden dying, it can't be easy.
I'll sleep when I'm dead.
We both know you need a clear head to win a war. There's no room for mistakes here. You should catch some shut-eye. Besides, I know where you sleep. We'll wake you if anything comes up.
If you insist. Wrex.
Shepard.
Visitors are prohibited from bringing weapons into the... Ugh!
What are you doing?
I know what you did.
We can provide you our very best scientists to build the Crucible, and the full support of our fleets.
If I sabotage the cure.
Think about it, Commander. The choice is yours.
Where did you get that?
Wix wasn't my only source in STG. Morden wasn't my only source in STG. Or did you think I was as dumb as my brother, Reeve? What have you done?
Wrex, I'm sorry. I sabotaged the kill, but Earth is dying. I need Solarian help.
And my people, we're just collateral damage to you?
I didn't actually kill any Krogan. Everyone is still alive.
Everyone except my unborn son! What have you done?
We have a security breach at Bay D24.
The other Krogan aren't like you, Wrex. They live for war. I couldn't take that chance.
It's war you're worried about? Well, it starts right now! I should have known not to trust you. The war starts here! So your apology for Malin's data was just another lie? Well, the war starts here! That was for the bomb that exploded on Tuchanka! The one you couldn't be bothered to stop! What have you done?
We have a security breach at Bay D24.
Why would I betray you, Wrex? I've known you a long time. It's you and me taking on the galaxy together. Why would I betray you, Wrex? I still remember saving your family armor years ago.
But words aren't going to cut it this time, Shepard. I will honor our friendship, though, by shooting you in the head and making it quick! And before you die, I want you to know I'm calling off our support for Earth. If my people go extinct, so do yours!
Doesn't have to be this way, Wrex!
It should have been this way back on Virmire, but I made the mistake of trusting you, believing you were my friend. I was a fool. What's the matter? Ashley not around to do your dirty work? Oh, right. You killed her, too. And it's time you found out how that feels. I say every human can burn in hell now, and you'll be there to greet them.
Take him down!
I know what you did, Shepard.
What the hell pissed him off?
I don't know. It just went crazy.
Yeah, Krogan can do that. Genophage makes them screwy and nothing to live for, so they just snap. Well, whatever. Just another mess to clean up now.
Doesn't have to be this way, Wrex!
It should have been this way back on Virmire, but I made the mistake of trusting you, believing you were my friend. I was a fool. Ah! Ah! I know what you did, Shepard.
What the hell pissed him off?
I hoped it wouldn't come to this. We didn't see eye to eye.
No kidding.
He was a friend once.
I don't know, an angry Krogan coming at you like that? He didn't leave you much of a choice.
No. I guess not.
Well, sorry it ended this way, Shepard. All right, people, let's get to it. And let the morgue know we've got another delivery coming, probably too big for a coffin. Might have to space this one.
But now we have a common enemy in the Reapers, so I'm willing to set aside my reservations and go along with this. Truth is, the Geth Armada packs a hell of a punch.
What about the Turians and Krogan?
Clan Urdnot pulled their support when Wrex died. My report says you killed him on the Citadel?
He attacked me.
I'm beginning to see how you got the Solarians on board. Let's leave it at that.
Nothing more, sir.
Hack it out.
Wrex? What are you doing here?
Just butting heads with the Council over Krogan expansion. Shepard, we got a way out of here?
Wrex, I'm a professional.
Not a yes.
Not a no.
Good to be back. Yeah. Great place to fight in. Lots to destroy. Someone want to tell me what's going on here?
I didn't recognize those mercs. Heavily armed and using C-Sec shuttles.
I don't know. I've never seen them before.
I can't believe you survived all that. They had guns, and grenades, and those drone things.
It's alright. I'm calling Commander Bailey. See what's going on with C-Sec.
Okay, that sounds... Wait! Wouldn't that just make whoever you contact a target too?
She's right, Shepard. Until we figure this out, it's a big risk.
Okay. For now, we run this ourselves.
Right. Ourselves. On our own. Outside the law. Okay. Yeah.
Brooks, it's okay. I know this is a lot to deal with.
I got shot. I got Medigel, but still, I took a desk job explicitly to not get shot. And you killed 100 guys with a pistol!
Well, yes, that did happen.
I mean, who does that? Well, you, I guess. But besides you. They said the Medigel might make me jumpy. Do I seem jumpy?
How did you get mixed up in this?
I monitored data for Alliance intel to prevent fraud and hacking of officer IDs. Like, someone using an Admiral's pass to get into a nightclub on the Citadel when that Admiral is fighting on Tuchanka. I wrote a tracking program. It's really neat. I named it Mr. Biscuits, after my cat.
Brooks.
Right, sorry. Anyway, my program detected a breach in your classified files. Soon, everything we had on you was compromised. Personnel files, mission reports, everything.
Since when does hacking personnel records involve heavy weapon fire?
Think of what criminals could do if they had Shepard's military access codes. Or Spectre codes, even.
Explains why they need you dead, Shepard. Nothing to stop them till the damage is done.
Guess we're back on the clock.
And when this is over, I'm sure we'll find something to do off the clock.
Okay, ideas on where to start with these guys?
Well, I was looking at that pistol you picked up.
For such a tiny thing, it packs a punch. Never seen anything like it before.
Let me see it. I might be able to help. Glyph.
I'll begin collating relevant intel for review, Dr. Tassoni.
Liara.
Shepard. I'm relieved to see you're in one piece. A shame about the sushi place, though. It was a favorite.
I hear that.
All right, Liara's on point. What about the rest of the crew?
Yeah, what about those slackers?
Joker, you've been busy.
I found some folks who actually like being shot at.
Permission to come aboard, Shepard?
Bet you never saw a shuttle get taken down like that before. I still got it. Thought we were done with all the shooting on the Citadel after Cerberus messed the place up. They must want you bad, Shepard. Price of fame, I guess. Shepard?
I've made some progress. Would you like me to call the meeting?
Do it.
We have a lead. I called in some favors to run a trace on the gun. It led me to a casino owner named Elijah Khan. He's been suspected of using his profits to smuggle weapons onto the Citadel. Immediately after the attempt on Shepard's life, Khan made an interesting call.
I'm cutting you off. I'm returning your down payment now. What's the problem? Turn on a vid screen. When I sell a gun, I don't want it showing up on the nightly news.
You won't be linked to me.
Save it. Our association is terminated. And if you even think of coming after me, I've got info on you ready for prime time. So you ponder that. Khan out.
So that's our identity thief.
Looks like he's got an ID disguiser. Those things are a pain in the ass to get around.
Khan didn't sound friendly to whoever that voice was. Maybe he'd pass on that info to us.
That would take some extremely smooth talking. If he sees you, he'll probably assume you're looking for revenge. The casino has a panic room. Chances are he'll have gone to ground there. EDI can give us programs to hack the door, but the cameras and guards complicate things.
Yeah. Khan could disappear. Or worse, if his guards ever open fire, normal people could get hit. Like I did.
She's right. We can't risk spooking him. We go in quiet. Small team, no gunplay.
Dr. T'Soni, this evening the casino will be hosting a charity event to assist war refugees.
Purchase some tickets, Glyph. Then call up a layout of the building.
Score! So, how close can you get? You don't usually put a back door in a panic room.
This air shaft bypasses the security gate and ends up in storage. From there, the panic room's door camera can be disabled.
Still, we're talking about a casino. There's gotta be alarms in that shaft.
I believe I have some countermeasures that may help. I'll know more once we're inside.
So who's gonna fit in the shaft? I couldn't squeeze in there with a bucket of Varen grease.
Who will go in this shaft? They need to be small in size.
Yeah, that's not me. Too many snacks of roast Varen leg.
I suspect my suit's built-in tech would be picked up by security sensors.
My presence in the casino would arouse suspicion. Mechs are not allowed, since they can have cheating software.
What you need is somebody trained in zero emissions tech. No electronics, no metal, just undetectable polymers. We had a course back at Op-Int, disabling a bomb with these little tweezers. See, the bomb was filled with shaving cream.
All right, you're in.
What? No! What?
You said it yourself. We've all got too much tech.
But I managed to get shot just coming to talk to you. Now I'm supposed to hack my way into a safe room?
We'll be backing you up. The second you hit something you can't handle, we'll cover you.
If that's settled, it looks like there's one last hurdle to get us inside.
Which is?
Black tie required.
I look ridiculous.
Think of it like camouflage. You don't want to scare the prey.
Then we need to find bigger prey.
Okay, this is good. Everyone looks at the Krogan. Nobody looks at me.
Khan, I'm not here to threaten you. We need to talk.
What the hell?
You got me dressed up like this and someone else got to do the shooting. Wrex not happy.
Commander, there's a deletion order on the terminal. Damn it! Everything's been wiped. I don't know if it was him or the killer or... When I tripped that alarm, did I screw this up?
Hell of a party. Almost as good as Krogan do it. Doesn't count unless the host dies at the end.
It wasn't a total loss. Brooks, work with EDI to see if there's anything useful on those drives.
Here's hoping. I'll let you know what we find, Commander.
Never thought we'd need to get dressed up to hunt down some mercs. Make it a rule to never fight wearing pajamas. Huh. What's the matter, Shepard? Didn't want me as your date? Too much Krogan for you to handle? A lot of people have that problem. Most of them are dead.
Commander, EDI and I have been analyzing those drives. I think we found something if you're ready.
Let's hear it.
Though the data's root structure was erased, The logic integrity remains viable.
Edie has an incredible talent for this stuff. I know she's an AI, but even still. We found an encrypted communication from a few days ago. Just need another minute to crack it.
A whole minute? Edie here could shave that down to 5 seconds.
I thought it best to allow Staff Analyst Brooks a chance to improve her decryption skills.
And now you've lost her chance to show off.
Like she needs it. You're the crew of the Normandy. You're legends to the rest of the Alliance.
Legends can be good or bad. Which are we?
You're the kind that people look up to. The kind they owe their lives to.
But how come everyone's always shooting at us?
Well, you know, the bigger the target, the bigger the, target.
You trying to say I've gained weight?
Trying. I thought I kinda succeeded. In a right over the Krogan's head sort of way.
You're the kind that people look up to. The kind they owe their lives to.
But how come everyone's always shooting at us?
I think it's mostly you, Rex. The bigger the target, the bigger the, target.
You're saying I've gained weight?
It just means there's more of the legend to love.
And the camaraderie, the friendship. I think that's your secret weapon.
I taught this bunch everything they know.
Right, ducking, running, and hitting the occasional button.
Here we go. Wow. Those mercs who were after you, they bought a lot of weapons. Like, big ones.
Max? What do they need that kind of firepower for?
It appears this drone is preparing to rebel.
I have just monitored the Commander's Spectre access code in use at the Citadel Archives.
Punch it up. The archives are going into emergency lockdown. Whoever's hacking your records is there right now.
What do we know about the place?
Council keeps sensitive historical information there. Real hush-hush. Even my old CSEC clearance never got me in.
Then we'll find our own way in. Gear up and let's... What's with the Volus?
Oh, pizza delivery guy. I got the munchies.
Double pepperoni.
These archives are huge. You'll have a lot of ground to cover. Shame you can't bring everyone.
Who says we can't? All hands on deck for this one.
Hell yeah. But, who gets to take point with you?
Who's going to pay the bill?
What's the best way into the archives?
The facility is located below the wards. Maybe a direct breach for maximum surprise?
I like it. Sounds like you're learning the ropes.
Hell, hang out with us long enough and you'll learn ropes, knives, bombs, thresher maws.
Don't hang out too long. Pretty soon you'll be making friends with us, sorry.
I heard that.
The archives are somewhere below us. It could be pretty tricky to get in there.
Not really.
Krogan first. See you at the party, princesses.
Not this again.
Ambush!
Scatter and take cover!
In the old days, we had at least 5 minutes before a mission went south.
That's enough! Drop your weapons or this won't end well for her.
You bitch.
All right. Whatever you think you're getting away with. There's nowhere you can run, nowhere you can hide where we can't find you. Hide? Why? I'm Commander Shepard. I never hide.
Uh-huh. So that's how it's gonna be.
Who are you? You weren't the only Shepard that Cerberus brought back to life. But at least one of us will finally do something with it. Where did you come from? The same DNA as you.
A clone.
Cerberus spared no expense resurrecting you. With me, I was created for spare parts, in case you needed another arm, or a heart, or a lung. Where have you been this whole time? In a coma. Until I woke up 6 months ago. While you were in a jail cell on Earth, I was learning to be human. Amazing what a person can do with enough neural implants. If you're really me, then we're on the same team. We're not even in the same league. Did the elusive man send you? No. He abandoned me when he had what he wanted. You.
Then why do you want to kill us?
Because I don't have her memories. I'd never fool my supposed friends. The ones who abandoned their duty to join the cult of Shepard. Like you, Urdnot Wrex. You're the poster child for why they invented the genophage.
And you're just a pale imitation of the real thing.
I'm the real thing. Perfected. I'm you without the wear and tear, Shepard. The doubts, the failures. I'm the lone wolf you were always meant to be. Without the emotional baggage holding me back.
No one will ever believe you're Shepard.
They will when I'm flying her ship. This is Shepard. Initiate Normandy lockdown, transmitting command codes now. Good idea. Too bad the signal was blocked. Trainer, this is Shepard. Prep the Normandy for emergency departure. We're leaving. I'm sending the command codes now.
Acknowledged. We'll get underway.
Never thought I'd say it, but I'm looking forward to killing myself. I guess ominous threats of violence run in our DNA, but mine is more than a threat. Execute them. The cult of Shepard ends today. I'll cover you! Move!
They wait till we're on a ladder? Cowards!
Move!
Now they're just fighting dirty.
This is Shepard! We need...
That's why I love hanging out with you guys. Why shoot something once when you can shoot it 46 more times?
The other me can't be far. Keep up the pressure and we'll try to surround her. Let's move.
Someone should try!
I think we got them all. Or, I mean, the rest of you did.
Or the Krogan did.
Attention, mercenary wannabes. Say please, and we'll accept your surrender.
Say pretty please, and maybe Rex will take a break.
Try it, and we'll see.
The Prothean, on the other hand, makes no such promises.
Atlas on the walkway!
Team Mako here, we're on it.
Team Hammer right here. Ready more support.
800-pound Krogan here! Providing boom!
This is Heavy 1, engaging Shepard.
Put her in the ground!
Oh, the neck wants to play? So does Uncle Urdnot. You're welcome, Team Mako.
Thanks, guys. Good luck.
Love watching those things explode. Looks like I saved everyone's ass again.
Hammerhead and Mako, keep pushing ahead.
Right! I might throw up a little bit now, if that's okay with everyone.
That can't be good.
Brooks, the vault sealed us in.
Is there an override? Not seeing one.
Cortez! Brooks! Do you read me? Is anyone on this frequency? The short answer is no. They're not. The longer answer involves your friends trapped in iridium vaults and forgotten for, well, forever. Others know about this. About you. The Alliance will stop you. What do you think, Staff Analyst Brooks? Will the Alliance stop us?
I wouldn't know. I don't actually work for them.
Fair warning, nobody who's betrayed us has ever survived.
And yet they keep trying.
You two may think you're clever. And yeah, you were. Just a bit. But clever doesn't beat a bullet. And yeah, maybe I am trapped in here, but don't get comfortable. Because that bullseye on your back is getting bigger by the second. The second I get out of here, I'm gonna take your head and mount it in the Normandy CIC. Then, I'm gonna mount her head next to yours. Then I'm gonna take both your heads and space them out the airlock.
Not before I've ground their skulls to dust.
I should go.
Farewell, Commander. I guess this is where legends go to die.
Refresh my memory. Didn't we used to win these things back in the old days?
She said I should go. Do I sound like that?
As long as I've known you, yeah.
May I suggest we concern ourselves with this Iridium Vault, inside which we have been permanently sealed?
How come nobody told me about this before? I'm open to feedback here.
Well, I thought all humans said it, like some weird Earth custom or something.
I should go.
Farewell, Commander. I guess this is where legends go to die.
Refresh my memory. Didn't we used to win these things back in the old days?
She said I should go. Do I sound like that?
As long as I've known you, yeah. So this vault we're sealed inside of, we're not gonna worry about that?
I'm more confident than she is. More in control. With me, it's more like, that's all for now.
Spoken like a Krogan. Show 'em who's boss. Probably not a lot of air in here either. An hour, tops.
Or sometimes I'll talk to you later. Because, you know what, I never do. Leave 'em wanting more. I should...
Shepard, why aren't you more worried about this?
Oh, Glyph, you still out there?
Yes, Commander.
Unlock this damn thing and go find the others. No one steals my ship. Not even me.
I've got room for Shepard +2, and figure it out fast because the other Shepard is stealing my ship.
What?
I wanted to go.
I know what you mean. I never seem to get picked.
Joker will come back for you, I promise.
This is why I hate shore leave. I swear you parked the ship for 5 minutes.
Can you contact Citadel Flight Control and get them to deny the departure request?
Tried. All the comm lines in the area are jammed. Probably to make it easier for them to steal my ship.
We'll stop them.
We can still go to the Alliance even if we lose the Normandy. You can prove you're you, right?
No. She changed the logs to make her biometrics the official ones. We can't prove anything.
Yes, that. And we all just agreed it'd be easier to not let Shepard's evil clone steal the Normandy?
One way or another, we are taking this bitch down.
Damn right. You go kill the crap out of you.
We'll stop them.
Shepard, your clone has entered the ship and is attempting to...
She's supposed to do that?
I'm okay.
Really?
The clone has disabled my control of the Normandy, as well as all sensory input. I cannot lock her out or counteract her commands.
You still fit for duty?
I am experiencing a significant feedback loop in my head, and an increased desire to kill your clone.
Get in line.
Well, whatever you do, hurry. If the Normandy gets to FTL, we may never see her again.
It's not gonna happen.
Okay, Citadel systems are targeting the car. Any closer and they open fire.
Get back and pick up the others ASAP.
Right, they can't have gotten far. Unless they called a cab or something.
Good. I needed to kill something.
And I don't even... Wait. What? You... How can you even look me in the eye after all that we... I thought we... And then you fire me for fraternization! You kicked me off the ship with barely enough time to grab my toothbrush. Hmm?
Wasn't me. Evil clone.
But...
Hey, far be it from me to interrupt,
but...
Whenever you ladies are finished...
And someone just threw me off the ship. If it wasn't you...
Shepard's got a clone. Makes sense when you think about it.
I can explain more later. For now... It's sealed.
No time to cut through. They're about to leave.
Is there anyone still aboard who can help us?
No, I was only there because I helped with the Normandy retrofits back on Earth. Everyone else is on shore leave.
Okay, you know this ship inside and out. Can you get me inside?
There's an emergency exit hatch for evacuations. It should be right here.
Manual lock, and it's only meant to be opened from the other side. Any ideas?
Hell if I know. If you could do fine-tuning with biotics, maybe you could trip it with the Mass Effect field.
If you'd told me this morning that a toothbrush was gonna save the Normandy, I'd have been very skeptical. Pretty sure we broke Trainer's toothbrush getting the hatch open. Remind me to reimburse her for that.
Shepard?
Later. Remind me later.
Little cramped in here.
Quiet. Can't risk them hearing us up top.
Yeah. Get off my tail. I always wanted to do this.
You always wanted to have a firefight on the CIC of my ship?
And it isn't even my birthday. You've been practicing with that shotgun? Still remember the fast reloading trick I showed you?
You know, I've taken care of myself for the past few years.
I know. I'm old and I worry. Even though my favorite Quarian's all grown up and killing Reapers.
You're like the crazy headbutting uncle I never had.
What makes you so damn special? Why you and not me?
Hang on! Quit slacking and get your ass up here! Hang on!
We have you. Thanks.
What about this pie jack?
You get off my ship.
Fortunately, they weren't here long enough to do much real damage. Although I may need some help from James cleaning up the damage to the shuttle bay.
Plus they overloaded the heat diffusion system firing at us. Not sure if you noticed, but Shuttle Guy here did some crazy stunt flying to keep us in one piece.
It's nice to fly something a little more maneuverable than the Kodiak.
How about you, Edie?
I am once again in control of the Normandy. Thank you for asking.
Glad to hear it. What about the mercs? Any survivors?
Just one crappy-ass pilot and her. Alliance has taken her to a high-security facility. Maybe she can give him some dirt on Cerberus.
I'll be more than happy to cooperate with the authorities.
Maya. I know that voice.
Do you really?
You're getting a chance to redeem yourself. Don't waste it.
So serious. Admit it. Some part of you liked having me around. Looking up to the legend. We had some laughs. And who knows? Maybe we'll have more someday.
No, we won't. Because you're gonna stay in your cell and do your time.
Afraid I'll escape. Come back for revenge. Is the great Commander Shepard pleading for her life?
I'm pleading for yours.
So thoughtful. Then I suppose I'm off to lock up. You know, she wouldn't have let me live.
You can't clone everything.
In the old days, we've just shot her. Good times.
You know you'll miss me.
You're getting slow.
Maintenance to the shuttle bay?
The rest of the squad's waiting outside. We'll have the Normandy back in shape in no time.
Appreciate it.
Well, Shepard, you always did know how to make shore leave entertaining.
Come on. Maybe we can take some actual time off. No explosions or anything. Just us.
Don't know about no explosions, but just us sounds perfect.
So, after a hard day spent fighting an evil clone, you know what comes next.
A nap?
Please. We party down.
Well, I gotta get going. Things to settle up before I head back to Tuchanka. Always fires to put out when you're in charge, right? Let me know if you want to hang out or if you're having that party.
See ya!
Wrex! What are you doing here?
Escaping. Ever since we cured the genophage, it's been nothing but work.
Council been riding you?
Bah! Not those project shit slingers. No, it's the female Shepard. Now that they're fertile again. I haven't slept in I don't know how long.
Can I get you two anything?
2 more drinks. And another bag of ice.
I would have thought you'd be enjoying the perks of Krogan fertility.
Enjoying it? There's a line of females outside my dwelling right now. Stretches on for as far as you can see. I had to sneak out my own bathroom window. Even then, I was cornered by 2 more females on the ride from Tuchanka.
And it's just you. They're not spreading the love around?
Sure, but everyone wants their firstborn in generations to be strong and fit. I'm the leader of Clan Urdnot. I brought an end to the genophage. Everyone on Tuchanka wants a piece of me. And Eve's no help at all. She encourages it. I'm telling you, Shepard, I'm in no shape to fight Reapers.
Considering everything we've been through, I can think of worse positions to be in.
Trust me, I've been in every position in the past few days.
Here are your drinks. And a bag of ice.
And I thought Paddock's procedure was painful. Oh well. Everyone on Tuchanka wants a piece of me. And Bakara's no help at all. She encourages it. I'm telling you, Shepard, I'm in no shape to fight Reapers.
Aren't you in charge? They could at least hold off until after the war.
You've never been stalked by a fertile Krogan female, Shepard. There is no holding off, just holding.
Here are your drinks. And a bag of ice.
And I thought Morden's procedure was painful. Oh well. Shit, Shepard. We sure have been through it, haven't we?
Still going through it.
True. Well, here's to us. And going through it.
I'll drink to that.
Football! It means victory or death, roughly.
Ah, but you can't die, Wrex. You got a family now. A really big family.
Ah! More ice!
Hey, come on in. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for the invite.
Make yourselves at home.
Thank you.
Count on it.
I'm just saying, you two don't belong in any cockpit.
What's his problem?
Esteban? He's just upset because he thinks the shuttle is a finely tuned instrument that should never be mistreated or used as a battering ram.
Huh. You should see what we do with them on Tuchanka.
No thanks.
Shepard, grab a drink.
Sure. How's everyone doing?
Better now that I got one of these.
Am I gonna find you on the floor tomorrow morning, LT?
Here's hoping.
Well, that's great. I can wake you up with my abuela's huevos rancheros.
I wasn't too sure about this, Shepard, but it's good to relax, even for a bit.
No shit. It's not like we haven't earned a little R&R.
That we have, James.
Here's to us. And a chance to rest.
Shepard?
Shepard, grab a drink.
Sure. How's everyone doing?
Great so far. This is really nice.
It's very soothing.
It's great. Quiet.
After the excitement of the mission, it's a good quiet, right?
This is fun for you, Shepard. I could ramp it up.
Now you I like.
Relax, the night is young. I like it like this.
You got it, boss. I'm just happy to be kicking back.
Anyone else need another drink?
Wow, this is quite the apartment.
Seriously, you see that waterfall? And that hot tub looks like something I might want to check out later. Without you.
And this was Admiral Anderson's place?
What's a military man need with a place like this, anyway?
Pretty tame party so far. No fights. Get a bunch of Krogan together and things always get fun. And probably broken.
These things are better when you have redundant systems and natural plate armor.
Speaking of fighting, let's not start comparing Wrex and me. That would be all kinds of trouble.
What'd I miss?
Wrex and me in a fight. It's a stupid question.
It's a good question.
No, it isn't. Baby Pyjak here wouldn't stand a chance.
Don't listen to this fossil. The only thing he could defeat is a glass of warm milk.
Ha! I got head lice bigger than you, Junior.
Told you this would get ugly.
Not too ugly. I'd rather not buy new furniture.
So, how you doing?
Yes,
I was looking forward to proving who's best.
Win this war first, then you get your shot.
You got yourself a deal.
100 Vorchas? Sure. Better if I could, say, breathe fire. Or maybe had lava for hands.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
So who is strongest? You or the tank braid?
Yeah, I'm plenty curious myself.
What'd I miss?
The Prothean here wants to know who would win in a fight between me and Wrex.
You gotta admit, Shepard, it's a good question.
It is a good question.
No, it isn't. Baby Pyjak here wouldn't stand a chance.
Don't listen to this fossil. The only thing he could defeat is a glass of warm milk.
Ha! I got head lice bigger than you, Junior.
You boys done talking?
Yeah. Only one way to settle this.
Now the party's starting.
Another time, guys. I don't have time to buy new furniture.
Just when it was getting good.
Yeah, you got lucky.
Reminds me of Cora's den. Haven't been back there in a while. I wonder if there's anything stronger behind the bar. Too many things to break in here. Could be a fun party. What kind of music is this? That's not that club crap, is it?
Worst planet to get shot down over? We're talking pre-war?
Pre-war, life-bearing worlds only.
I'm going with Tarit. Garden World, yes, but it's got those chlorine swamps.
I will see your Tarit and raise you Azuria, home of toxic spores and athlete's lung.
Neither of you'd last a day on Tuchanka. And Tuchanka supports life.
I think you meant to say consumes.
That's the point. It's got critters that'll rip your guts out.
Well, assuming it's a crash in the Kodiak, I'll have my arms locker. Bring on the wildlife.
Hey guys, talking shop?
No worries, this is fun for us. So, you don't have a sidearm under your pilot's chair?
The weapons locker is on the bridge, practically right there.
A weapon you can't get to is no weapon at all. When's the last time you trained with a handgun?
Sometime before I got the ass-kicking robot as my co-pilot.
That's no good. What if you have to save Edie someday?
Unacceptable. You should always train. Pilots are warriors too.
You know what this is? It's a mad emergency. Take this kid out back and make him do target practice.
Exactly. Some range time will fix you up. Right, Commander?
You are not taking me shooting. My testosterone levels are plenty high. I fly a deadly war machine, remember?
Joker, I'm surprised it's you. What about the collector attack? The bridge can get dangerous.
Hey, they totally proved my point. If I'd fired off a shot then, I would have been mobbed. The real weapon is your brain. Take that away, you got nothing.
It still would have been nice to have a little backup at the sushi bar.
You know, there's a combat simulator on the Citadel.
Hell no. Maybe a shooting range if we're not letting this go. Maybe. But not while I'm wasted. Or hungover.
Hungover is the perfect time to train. Makes you angry at every loud noise.
Cortez, you're on. If you're in condition to take me there, you can. But tonight, you gotta match me, shot for shot.
You're in for a rough time, Moreau. Vega and I are neck and neck when it comes to holding liquor.
Oh yeah? Here we go, shot one.
Oh, what the hell is that? It tastes like the north end of a southbound goat.
Bad move, Cortez. He wanted the duel, and he also picked the weapon.
I brought my own batch, bro. 3 parts horse choker and 1 part antiseptic mouthwash.
That's not even a drink.
And yet, here are our second shots. Unless you want to give up?
Nah, this is all over. I'm gonna find a gun and let out a few rounds off.
Give me your damn horse choker. Mother of God, you are going nowhere near the shooting range. Just make it stop.
Yeah, I think we're done here.
Joker's body count is plenty high. You don't need to take him anywhere.
This is not about me knocking Joker. This is about being prepared for the worst.
Man, I didn't hear of any gunplay when Wrex grabbed your shuttle on Sur'Kesh.
If there had been, I'd have killed our best shot at an alliance with the Krogan.
You mean you would have wounded it? Ha!
And maybe we should drink. To brains as well as guns.
Done.
Oh, don't give me that look.
What look?
That I wanted to watch Joker break his hands off at the shooting range look. It's not cool to mess with people because they've got limitations, you know.
Oh, next you'll be going on about how the strong aren't supposed to eat the weak.
Speaking as the weak, yes.
But everybody's weaker than me. What am I supposed to do for lunch?
3 words. Thresher, maw, jerky.
Shepard? Shepard?
Wrex?
Shepard!
Wrex.
Commander Shepard.
Urdnot Wrex.
Shepard?
Wrex.
Shepard.
Wrex.
Shepard. Shepard.
Wrex.
Shepard.
Wrex.
Commander Shepard.
Urdnot Wrex.
Shepard.
Wrex.
Shepard. Shepard.
Wrex.
Shepard. Drink. I'm drinking. But it's not a drinking game. Afraid to lose? Shepard.
Grunt.
Shepard.
Wrex.
Commander Shepard. Shepard, Shepard, Shepard.
Wrex. Grunt.
Shepard. 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 Shepard.
Grunt.
Shepard.
Wrex.
Commander Shepard. Shepard, Shepard, Shepard.
Wrex? Grunt?
Shepard. Shepard. Shepard?
I'll give that. You're a great pilot.
The best, but go on.
All I'm saying is that when it comes to shuttles, I got you beat. I think you said so yourself.
Ooh, shuttles. Only slightly less cool than dropping from the Normandy into Mako. And I bet you couldn't handle the Normandy.
Didn't you get the first one blown up?
So the first Normandy kind of evaporated.
It was unfortunate, but Shepard did get a better ship out of the deal.
I wouldn't fight myself for another ship. Or ever again. No more clones.
Come on, fighting a clone can't be worse than the Collector base. That was some messed up shit.
That place still gives me nightmares.
Yeah, not something I wish to repeat.
I'm glad I wasn't around for that one.
We must never fear the fight against evil. And I had faith that Shepard would see us through.
That ability to triumph despite impossible odds is exactly why Shepard was brought back.
Hey, did I ever tell you about the time I saved the Normandy single-handed?
Yeah, right.
That's true.
For sure. I was there. I'll vouch for him.
Collectors boarded the Normandy. I only had a minute to come up with something to take them down.
So you unshackled an AI. Always a good plan.
I don't hear anyone complaining about Edie now.
Yes, we're all glad she didn't turn out to be an evil robot.
Weren't you complaining earlier about how she smashed her face in?
We're losing focus. Edie wasn't a robot back then. And when the Collectors took over, she was still shackled. So it was me, saving the Normandy by myself. Single-handed.
Yes, you did.
Good man.
Dancing during wartime wastes precious energy.
Can't dance myself. I move like a greased one-legged Varren. Not a pretty picture.
Shepard!
So here's where the party's at.
Goddamn right. Come to hang out with the popular kids, Shepard.
Easier to talk back here. What do you think of the music? Great? Bad? What? Not as good as in your cycle age, Avik, am I right?
Not even remotely.
Knew it.
Oh, maybe we can leg wrestle later. Perfect end to a perfect evening.
Sure. Absolutely.
I'll look for you later then, maybe. I got a piss. Krogan can dance if they need to. Krogan dances usually involve more headbutts and blood and no actual dancing. Shepard!
So here's where the party's at.
Now it is. Good to see you, Shepard.
Easier to talk back here. What do you think of the music? Great? Bad? What?
The party is great. Even by Krogan standards.
Glad to hear it, Wrex.
Oh, maybe we can leg wrestle later. Perfect end to a perfect evening.
Sure. Absolutely.
What? You're crazy.
I'll look for you later then, maybe. I got a piss.
Get out before I strangle you.
Hard to sit still when we know what's waiting for us out there. When this is all over, and every Reaper is dead, I'll throw a party back on Tuchanka for anyone still alive. Hey, Shepard.
No, he's like a brother.
Krogan can dance if they need to. Krogan dances usually involve more headbutts and blood and no actual dancing.
What's going on over here?
Shepard! Found something to shoot.
Yeah, I can see that.
Don't worry. This happens at Krogan parties all the time.
And yet I'm still not comforted. Probably best I walk away now.
Suit yourself. Nothing like a little gunfire to liven things up. I need someone to headbutt.
Hey, everyone! Come over here for a minute. Let's get a photo to remember this. Arrange yourselves on the sofa.
An excellent suggestion, Shepard.
Great idea. I want a copy.
Make way! Make way!
Thanks for coming, everyone. Here's to us. Ready, Glyph?
Of course. If you could all please direct your attention this way.
Okay, everyone say Normandy.
Normandy!
Morning, Shepard. Looks like no humans were harmed in the making of this party. Not looking forward to checking my email. Gotta be 1,000 in there, waiting to ambush me. Been a while since I hit the hard stuff. About time. You live past 700. You start paying for a night like that the next morning. Huh. When the Rachni laid waste to the galaxy 2,000 years ago, when all seemed lost and the end was near, one word delivered the killer blow. One word beat the monsters back to the abyss. And one word brought death to an enemy none dared fight. That word was Krogan! And today, the Krogan rise again. Today, we forge a new path and join the galaxy as allies in victory. Today, we win our future! Shepard, you did it. No matter what else happens today, you did what no one else could. You united a galaxy. That's a victory right there. And don't worry, I know why you're going to win. Because you brought the Krogan. Oh, and Makara sends her regards. She's already pregnant. There are benefits to being a clan leader. But she keeps insisting we name the first one Morden. Anyway, let's get to it. Meant to tell you, Shepard. Earth reminds me of home. Guess you'll be needing a new planet too. That's okay. Tuchanka's got room to spare. And a guard dog named Kalros. We're ready, Shepard. Say the word. This isn't Solarian boot camp. I want to be prepped and ready in 5. Get to it. Suck it up, princesses! Somebody go see if the Quarians have anything to eat. All that Turian food gave me the runs. We may have cured the genophage, Dawnbrock, but if you don't step to it, you're not having any kids! And don't worry, I know why you're going to win. Because you brought the Krogan. Now let's go kick some ass, Shepard. Somebody go see if the Geth have any spare thermal resistors. If not, just crack one of them open and see what you can find. Gotta be something useful in there.
And throughout it all, I will never forget. I will remember the ones who sacrificed themselves so that the many could survive. With peace across the galaxy and with unlimited access to knowledge, to recover the greatness that was lost. And surpass it.
Now, as we take our first steps toward restoring what we lost, we must remember what it took to win. This wasn't a victory by a single fleet, a single army, or even a single species.